Hey, we're off. Start streaming. Here we go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are live here on YouTube, trying to close in on the 100,000 subscriber mark right here. It's a big thing, so I'm really excited. So I am not making this video in any way, shape, or form for replay purposes. So yes, it's going to be extremely long. There's a whole lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of people coming on now. Hello, BHB, Austin, Alex Coleman, what's up, buddy? Lincoln, Matthew, Sean Patel, Matthew Espinoza. All right, guys. So you can see the subscriber count up here. There we go. It's right there. You can see this live subscriber count. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have some fun things planned for us tonight. I'm going to be on here. I'm going to kind of show some old videos. I'm going to show a little bit of the video that got me started on YouTube. I'm going to show some of the things that, you know, just old videos that maybe you haven't watched before on the channel. Brandon Stevens, how's it going? So I plan on being here pretty late in the nights because we want... Oh my God, it just went down. Oh no, they go up or go down? Oh, I'm watching over here. No, it went down. 425 over there, 423 up here. Oh, so, but, oh, there we go. So we might break the server. That may be nice to break the server. So I've gained about 400 and some odd subscribers today. So if we come over here and throw you on my screen here, we'll go to Social Blade. Oops, if I can type right. We'll show you where I am currently. So this tells you everything. So yeah, 223 subscribers today. On it, Cody's RC. Congratulations for being a new subscriber. So this tells you what I've done every single day. So you can see there's a couple days here that are pretty low and whatnot. Do I gotta put this over here? You know what? There we go. I gotta do this transition. My bad. So now here we are. Now I have this correct. So this is the first time I'm using this live streaming software that I can kind of do this stuff. Big Belly Racing, welcome. Thank you for being part of the channel. So if you guys got any questions, anything like that, feel free to put them on there. I'm going to try to answer them as much as I can. But as I was saying earlier, I said off the cuff about 300, added 223 so far on Tuesday. Say Tuesday? Yes, today is Tuesday, right? The holiday schedules just got everything mixed up. So Lincoln and Shirley, thank you for subscribing. Congratulations for being part of the channel. One more closer to getting 100,000. So Monday, yesterday, 259 subscribers. Sunday, 196. Saturday, 171. And I didn't upload until last Monday, I do believe. Monday and Tuesday uploaded. That was Christmas and Christmas Day, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So you can see where we're at. So then over here, you can kind of see where my video views are per day. So I'm averaging 24,000 views per day, 720,000 views over the last month or so. So, which is nice. 720,000 views for a Chevy salesman is pretty fantastic of something that we can do. So, again, live subscriber, I gotta remember I'm backwards. Live subscriber counts right up here. X361X3. Yeah, there we go. So get your name down. Down here is the super chat. So you throw super chats in, your name gets popped up there, and I'll give you a shout out. And also the very first person to get answered questions for. And then new subscribers are right over here. So really excited about doing this. I'm really excited about showing you some videos that, like I said, have not been shared before. And answer all your questions. You want to know anything about the car business, how to not get scammed, what to look for, the proper way to do research, all that stuff. Now, Tyler, passing by Bachman now. I hope you're not driving. Sherry from Pittsburgh, welcome. Cool guy. You will get a tattoo if you get 100 stars before Monday. I'm pretty much going to get the tattoo regardless. It was something that I've been thinking about for a long time. So I think it's a milestone, and it's something that I can never lose, right? I'm always going to have 100,000 subscriber milestone. So, and we'll get down the road. Yeah, let's hit that like button. Thanks, Frankie. Let's hit that like button, share this post, and share this video. Actually, since I mentioned post, I forgot to write some things on Facebook to get some of my Facebook subscribers over here. But you know, it's amazing. It's amazing what I do in the car business. It's amazing who I come in contact with. It's amazing the things that have happened over the last year. You know, just everything has happened fantastic over the last year or so. And you know, cool people that I meet, cool people that I know, all that good stuff. You know, so it's gonna be a fun 2019. I think it's gonna be fun to have you guys involved as well. I plan on doing a lot more with the channel. Hold on one second, I forgot to do my Facebook post. Oh, we got somebody, Brandon. Thanks for donating $1.99. Thanks for the 2. I thought about, like, I've gotten like addicted to Fortnite, and I've never done this OBS software at all. It's always been just, hey, just use the phone, use the YouTube program, go live, and be done. So now I'm sitting here thinking about, I literally, all of this you see on the screen, this up here, this down here, this over here, I'm all backwards. All of this, it took me like 5 hours to do. I worked on this for 5 hours today. Like, I wanted to go live at noon today, and here I am at 5:41, finally live on YouTube. So so it's all new stuff for me. I love doing new challenges. I love having new things come up, and this is just one of them. And that was pretty interesting to do. And we get these posts pushed out on Facebook, and we will be good to go on everything else. I'll start answering some questions here. Oh my gosh, the chat's going crazy. Eric, thanks for the 1. Brandon, thanks for the 2. So let's go back up here, see if there's any questions. Throw them in there. I'll get to them. I can see all of them. Howdy from Chattanooga. Joe Dog. Congrats, Frankie. Thank you. Benjamin Eddie. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hit that like button for the Chevy Dude, guys. Thank you, Frankie. Chevy Lifestyles. Congratulations. Hey, Mike, get to 100K. Thank you, Robert. You're always putting that hashtag in there like that. Can I buy a car? Yes, I love selling cars. I put down in the comments, because I get a lot of people calling me, and I feel sometimes people are calling me to use my knowledge and use my trustworthiness against me a little bit, and they're sitting there getting all the information, then going to the local dealership and buying cars. And I just had this happen last week with a guy down in southeastern Kentucky, and it wasn't from the YouTube channel. It was just something that happened in the dealership. It happens all the time. So I put down there, if you call me or contact me, be ready to buy, because I'm ready to sell. And you know, just having fun. Dominic Kirkwood, message retracted. I need to know if you're a real person, because your messages are always the same. Wow, I'm very happy for you. Thanks, Stephen. Mike, Happy New Year. Congratulations. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. You know, and thank you so much, Robbie. Thanks for the Canadian 5. Ontario, I got a lot of Canadian people, man. I love Canada. Canada's a great country. If it was just like had palm trees and 90 degrees all the time and stuff like that. So we get those subscribers going up. So I don't know, am I losing some? Am I adding some? I don't know what's going on here. I had 420 earlier, right before I came on. So we'll see what happens here. Can you get LED fog lights on a 2019 Z71 LT? LED fog lights. Are they LEDs?
I do not know that.
Oh, see, this is what happens when you have so many different things going on. So, but we can come right over here. I have all this information right here. Let's go to Silverado Order Guide. We're going to pull this right up on the screen here. I'm going to show you guys this. So this is my Silverado Order Guide. We're going to maximize this on the window. So we're going to type in fog lamps. And you can see there are a lot of pages with the word fog on them. So we'll look here. Defogger, 17 pages. Fog lamps, front LED. Okay, so here's your answer. Front LED fog lamps, and this is going to be the work truck. This is going to be the custom truck. This is going to be the custom Trail Boss. This is going to be LT, I do believe, yes. And so you have RST, LT Trail Boss, LTZ, and High Country. So your front LED fog lamps are on RST and above. So I believe your question was the LT truck. So the answer would be no. You cannot get them on the Z71 LT. You would have to go to the RST Z71 truck in order to get front LED fog lamps. So now, one thing I've learned over the years of doing this is, can you get stuff put on the truck that goes to other trucks, and is the wiring harness is already there? That is possible. So I haven't looked at that, so that may be something that you just look and see if the wiring harness is there, and you can buy the fog lights and parts. How's your son liking the new car? And tell him thank you for his service. Cody, thank you. He does like the new car. I don't know why he gets a V8, because he drives like a grandma. And does he not? Does he not? I don't know if you can see my wife back there. You can kind of see her a little bit. There you go. So he drives like a grandma, and but he had to have a V8. So he likes it, but he doesn't drive it like he's supposed to. So it's close to 100 subs. LJS 2416 STX. Hey, everybody go sub him. Cool guy. Message retracted. I need more subs. Good luck from the Canada. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks for the 5 up there. And then just lost that. Howdy, congratulations. Z71. Shared on Facebook. Thanks, Ethan. Thank you. Appreciate it. So Frankie, thanks for the 2. Appreciate it. SB Bulldog 09. Thanks for the sub. Are you real? Yes, I am a real person. Paul Smith. He's the one who asked if keep the hammer down. Hey, speaking of hammer down, my buddy. Let me show you. Let me show you this. So my buddy. Oops. Oh, I can. I'm not on. I'm still on live. Let me show you. Let me show you someone to go watch. You need to go watch this guy. Tell him I sent you. But go down and watch his channel. Subscribe to his channel. Hammer Down Motorsports. He's at 9809. See that right there? He's at 9809 subscribers. Let's get him to 10,000. Now, he's a fellow Canadian friend of mine. He lives in Pennsylvania, and he's a really, really good guy. I love this dude. He's really, really awesome person, and he does really, really funny videos. And you know, he's just a really good guy that does a lot of videos. So go follow Hammer Down Motorsports. Really good guy. What's up from Houston? Jeff Hines, thank you. See here. Happy New Year, Mike. Hello from Bullhead City, Arizona. Have we been to Bullhead? Oh, she's not down here anymore. She left. I think we've been to Bullhead City, Arizona. I think that's in the south. You're getting closer. I have 5 subs. Don't make very many videos. Hey, if you want to, I'll tell you. I mean, I'm not the expert on getting more subs and whatnot, and anything like that. But the fact of it is I've learned a lot with YouTube, and the biggest thing is to get more subscribers, is to be consistent, continue uploading, and just hammer down and get things done. So hey, from Pittsburgh, Sherry, Paul, Corvette mid-engine going to happen. It's going to happen. The mid-engine, I think we're going to probably see the mid-engine in 2021 now, because of the 6-month delay. The car, I believe, was going to be pushed out at the Detroit Auto Show, and then it's not now, so it's going to be a little bit delayed. So I think 2021 is going to do it. 196 in chat, 33 likes. Hit that button. Yes, let's blow up the likes. Do you think I should buy a used Tahoe with 50,000 miles? That's a really good thing to ask, Lincoln. So most of the Tahoes and Suburbans, Alex, thanks for the sub. Most of the Tahoes and Suburbans that are on the market today that are late models, let's say 17, 16, 18, stuff like that, most of them are rental cars. So that's what you want to take into effect and see if they are a rental car or not. If they are, just know that they're not going to have a lot of options. Most likely they're going to have navigation, and that's going to be it. So you can get those fairly cheap. So with that also being said, it's hard to find the cars that are one owners. I did just take one in on trade with 50,000 miles, and it's a phenomenal car. So I don't think 50,000 miles on a used Tahoe is any type of risk at all, providing that they did good maintenance and stuff like that. So are the Impalas coming back for 2019? No, the Impalas are done. I've known that about that for a while. It sucks. The Impala is a great car. It's one of the best cars, I think, on the market for the big size cars that the Impala class is in. John Amanda Berry, thanks for the sub. So that's coming up like that and whatnot. But it's not a car market. It's a truck and SUV market. So we won't see those anymore. Hi from Oregon. Happy New Year's to you and your family, and had a great Christmas. Thanks, James Johnson. Appreciate it. One of the heavy duty Rams coming out. I'm going to hit you up. I don't know that answer. One of my goals for 2019 is being more and heavily involved with the Ram side of stuff. I'm going to do some more videos on Rams this year. I'm going to get involved with stuff. I have some product trainers that reach out to me all the time with Ram. So I'm going to do some more stuff with Rams on that stuff. So I don't know that answer, but stay tuned. I'll get it out there. How many orange colors are there available now? Is there just one orange color?
4.
Oh no, there's 2. The Equinox has got orange. Corvette's got orange.
Bolt.
The Bolt and the Equinox are the same color. Yep. So see, this is what happens when people ask me questions on the spot.
Camaro.
Yep. Corvette, Camaro's got the orange again. So there's 5 or 6 orange colors in the 2019 Chevrolet lineup. Eric, thanks for the buck. Appreciate it. Hey, Chevy, can you get 350 payment on? 350 payment is tough to do, but you can do it. Do live chat comments help the video trend? I think so. I don't know. Corey Nation, Chevy Rocks, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Mr. Mike Davenport, all about vehicles. My name is Mike. Please don't call me Mr. So Peyton Jones, hey, from South Kentucky, thank you. Is the 2.7 turbo worth having in a truck? So the 2.7 turbo, I've learned a lot about that. So I kind of dogged it a little bit just to get YouTube views. Wasn't really realistic to dog it or anything like that. I just wanted to get YouTube views on it. But the 2.7 is kind of going to be utilized for people who bought the V6. So if you bought a V6 truck, then yes, it's worth having. If you never bought the V6 truck, then you're not going to buy the 2.7. So I wouldn't worry about the 2.7 so much. Enjoy the channel. When will you get a Blazer to review? I'm working on getting the Blazer to review right now. I've got 3 dealers that I'm working with to get it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have one real quick for whatever reason. Ours didn't get picked up, but I do have 3 dealers that I'm going to have to do some driving to get a hold of. So I'm going to shoot a bunch of video in one day, go to their dealership, and give them some shout outs probably, and have a Blazer to show everybody, because that's been a big question on it. Enjoy the channel. This is what I just read. 37 likes, 209 in chat right now. Everyone take 1 second to hit that button, then watch the live stream. I like that. Thanks, Frankie. You're the man. Or the woman. I guess Frankie can be a woman or a man. Hear anything about the 6.6 for the new HDs? I have not looked into it. So one of the other big things that I want to do this year is get more contacts with Chevrolet. So I don't think Chevrolet wants to work with me. It's crazy that they don't want to work with me for whatever reason. But if they would take the aspect of someone, say, like Fortnite, okay? You look at these guys who stream Fortnite for a living. They have tens of millions of subscribers. They get tens of millions of views per month. And it's just amazing on what they do. One of these guys that I watch on Fortnite, and I pay for a service that sits here and gives me a lot of good stuff. So I watch this guy here. He's got 7.4 million subscribers. I thought he was over 10. So 7.4 million subscribers, and kind of show you some of the stats here from his channel. So in the last 30 days, and this is me right here, this is him right here, I've gotten 4.37 thousand more subscribers. Well, he's gotten 129,000 more subscribers. Here's what's the crazy thing. In the last month, I've had 702,000 views. He's had 83.1 million views. That is huge, and I think that's a big thing that Chevrolet needs to take into account, is making, getting YouTubers more involved, getting salespeople more involved, and showing them the ways to do things, getting more channels out there from the local dealerships, and to kind of show you. He uploaded 32 videos, so he's uploaded more than one a day in the last 30 days. So pretty impressive with what he does on his stuff. And it's just this. I watch a lot of different YouTubers to watch kind of what they do, and I pay for this service to watch this and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. Jason Mahoney from Canada, welcome. Thank you for being part of it. So keep it up. We're here up 52. Keep on going. Keep hitting that button if you haven't. Frankie, you're on it, man. I appreciate you, Frankie. What did you think about the C6 ZR1? I really love the C6 ZR1. It's a great car for the money, for what you can get, and now they're in the 60,000 range doing it. Everyone's hungover. Yes, I was going to do this video last night, and I was just tired. Didn't want to do it last night, and because I was so tired after a strong week of work. And then I figured I was competing with amateur hour of New Year's Eve that I was out drinking. So I figured I would just do this today. I was going to do it like at noon, but like I said, I was doing all of this that you see up here and down here. Tip Bowl Motorsports, new subscriber, thank you. This number keeps staying around. I got 96,436. This
it's going back
up and down. Am I breaking it? And what am I doing? Am I losing subscribers? This isn't good. If I'm losing subscribers, I'm getting off this darn live thing. How about if you hit 100K, you drive a Ford for a while? No, that's not going to happen. Mark, yes, more. If it's true that the next gen Camaros will be electric, hope not. Or is Chevy going to discontinue them again? I was told earlier last year, about a year ago now, that Al Oppenheiser was reassigned. So, and that just came public recently. But I was told that Camaro was dying. So, are they going to bring out some other sports car that's electric? Maybe. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm trying to still work on my sources and whatnot. Hope they don't discontinue them. Denver, hey, how's it going, Anthony? Chevy guy right here. I'm subscribed. Thank you. Appreciate that. Canada loves the Chevy Dude. Kyle, thank you. What dealership do you recommend to buy a new or used Corvette? Hey, did you hear that question?
Yeah.
What dealership do you recommend to buy a new or used Corvette?
Bachman Chevrolet.
Yeah, and we got a pretty good
Chevy Dude.
We got a pretty good salesman there, right? There's a good salesman there. His name's Mike.
Actually, no, he sucked.
You can't say that on.
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
He was horrible. He was a horrible salesman when he sold me my Corvette.
Yeah, I was. I made you drive off the showroom floor. Well, not showing you a thing.
Yeah,
what deal on a 2018 Vet? I don't have any 18 Vets. 18 Vets are well over a year old now. So the 2019 Vets came out in 2000. The 19 Vets came out in January of 2018. So a 2018 Vet now is really, really old. So I would just go for a 2019. I typically can do 9-10% off of 2019 Corvettes. So basically just look at the MSRP, take 9% off, and that's going to be the deal I'm going to give you. If you walk into my dealership and you work with the salesman, good luck getting that type of deal. So wish you sold big rigs. Working on it. So we got the Chevy 4500 coming out. We got low Ford cab trucks. That's another thing I'm going to try to put on more on the channel is some of the commercial stuff that we do at Chevrolet. So looking forward to that. Now I'm at 9,433. What's going on with this? I'm frustrated. Is the 2.7 worth having for a truck? I asked that. I answered that question earlier. Got to go by. See you, Tony. Sorry you couldn't be here. My Chevy dealer sucks in California. Sorry to hear that. Yes, you're doing good. Hello. Still zero interest. If you're talking about zero interest rate, no, there's no 0% interest rate right now. All the stuff ends tomorrow. So on the 3rd, we'll have new incentives, and I'll know that. Hail from Michigan. Fred, how's it going? From New York, 200 viewed. So I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys this right here. So I'm gonna show you guys my very first video that I put on YouTube. And wait a second. Do you guys want to see this video? Let me ask you that question. Do you guys want to see the very first video I ever put on YouTube? And is that of interest to you? Do you want to see the very first? I deleted it. It's embarrassing. I may upload it. Paul Smith says no. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Let's hit that thumbs up. If you guys want to see that, use the thumbs up to indicate that you want to see it. Like the channel, like the video, subscribe, and I'll get this video here and I'll play it. It's bad. It's really, really bad. I'm going to show you guys some videos from early on too. It's going slow. I got 40,000 videos in this file. Okay, here we go. Let's go over here. Transition in. There you go. There's young Mike Davenport from a few years ago.
Ready, recording. Hi, my name is Mike Davenport.
Did you hear that? I didn't know how to edit back then. I didn't know how to do a lot of things back then. This is late 2011, early 2012. You can see the Silverado back here in the back, so you know that's the last generation Silverado before the 14s. We've got the Camaro back here in the left behind me. This is like my second iPad I had for the dealership, so it's you know, it's interesting. So I didn't know how to edit out. Okay, you're recording.
Recording. Hi, my name is Mike Davenport with Bachman Chevrolet in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm here to demonstrate
my old name tag
with a good friend of mine, Josh, who's looking to buy this car.
Is a lot tech of ours.
It's the
back then. I just saw it a couple weeks ago.
5-door. It's an LT version with the connectivity cruise package. Showing them. So
if you listen to this, I say the word about 5,000 times in 7 minutes. I still say it quite a bit now. See there, I just did it. Oh gosh. I do it because I'm always thinking so quick, and I try to, I probably just speak faster than I think, really what it is. So the ums come out when I'm sitting there thinking and I'm talking real quick. So this video really showed me that I got to quit that.
Car. Actually over a Honda Fit and a full.
So the whole goal was to compare it against Honda and something else.
So now I'm trying to get him in and convince him that.
So had to show the engine.
So which is going to help
so this
you
was a
on the highway
contest
and also in
Chevrolet
parking lot maneuverability. The deck's cool here, 150,000 mile deck's cool. So that's something that, again, you won't have to change for a long time. Okay. Tune-up intervals on this vehicle is 100,000 miles. So again, something you're not going to have to come in to service and do any really big routine maintenance.
Malibu.
The engine oil is even a synthetic blend engine oil. So
spent way too much time under that hood.
Oh, and then Kirky.
Oh, see the old Impala back here, old generation Impala. Nice. We got what's this out here? Cruise maybe? That's the old bi-style Cruise. Yeah, those are old bi-style Cruises. I don't remember us having Cruises over there.
About 15 vehicles that we let our customers use. They're all brand safe, but this one is exact opposite. Okay. Again, 5-star overall vehicle score. IIHS.
So I actually did this video twice. I did it again with another lot tech. Hi, my name is Mike Davenport with Bachman Chevrolet. I'm here to demonstrate. This is our old Hummer store, which is now our Subaru store. This is all renovated over here. Oh, it says Hummer up there. Oh yeah, nice. So this is our old Hummer store. We used it as our used car store back in 2012, 2011, when we were renovating the 2012 building. Sonic. So look, this is my lot. This is our lot tech Vinny. He never dressed up this nice. Oh, you know what? He was selling cars for the summer back then. This is why he's dressed up like this. He's a teacher now. He's a phenomenal teacher. There you go. Got a monster. That helps out too. So first one that So I just kind of show it to him, go through it, kind of did what I did. Because I edited that video and I used the word too much. And I think I have my iPad in my hand because everybody was like, or the rules of this contest was like you had to use devices. Like they wanted to show, they wanted you to show device usage, technology, stuff like that. So, and there was just a lot of rules to the contest. And this is what got me started on YouTube, was sitting here and doing this video right here. So this is what got me onto YouTube and whatnot. I had to upload it, and that's where I uploaded it to. And there we go. That's what it is. So Jacob Lawrence, a lot of people saying in the chat. I'm just coming back to the chat now. It's hilarious.
You're losing subscribers.
So I know what's going on with this. This isn't supposed to work this way. Well, maybe I won't be on here all night because I just went up another one. I'm gonna check.
I'm checking.
That's live. I mean, I'm using it straight from the feed. So
Yeah, I have 432.
man, this sucks. Yep, 431 now. Just went down one. There we go. So Jacob subscribed. So, but bro, your Fortnite game. Gosh, I suck at Fortnite so bad. But I was saying that earlier. I was thinking about doing some Fortnite streaming. I was gonna start another channel and do Fortnite streaming. Just to kind of do it that way. Those guys do some phenomenal stuff. So it's amazing. It's amazing. So let's go back here. Show you some of the other videos that I did way back in the day. I'll go back here.
I think people are just trying to mess with you.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe, resubscribe.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't know.
This is what my channel looks like to me when I look at it. So we'll go back way back here. We'll look at some old videos. I'm gonna redo this video. This video should have done a little bit better. A lot of times I can sit here and tell, like, I know exactly what a video should do. Like, this was my very first viral video right here. You guys probably have watched it, and the biggest thing that happens on this video is when I come up, number one, they talk about how it takes so long for me to get into it. Well, I didn't know that this was going to take forever to go into. And then I talk about
our addendum.
I talk about our addendum right here. So so a lot of people did not like me talking about this, and I was just kind of I was just trying to be forefront, right? I was just trying to be honest about the whole thing that we do have a truck here. So that way if you come on the lot, but what I didn't articulate enough was that they sat there and I was trying to tell them that this is stuff that you can get accessory wise on the truck. It's not something that you need to take. It's not on every single truck out there. It's only just on a few trucks, stuff like that. So, but it's actually on two, but everybody just bashes me on that. So it's kind of funny that I did that, and everybody wants to discuss that. So the Blazer, I did the Blazer video. That was a really cool video. So when I upload videos, I usually don't watch them again, and so it's coming back here now. Burnout competition. I love doing burnouts, guys. That's everybody should super chat some cash so I can buy some tires. So this was a really good video, and
before I begin this vlog,
and I was told,
let's go back a few weeks when I did this.
this is the badass burnout. I don't have line lock on my car.
Left an entire.
I don't have anything like that on my car. It's just me driving. I was doing a video having this car come through the smoke to present this car. I thought that would be really cool. And yeah, you can see all the rubber I left on the ground. So I had 5 cameras on the car. I had one camera in here. I had the camera that you saw, that angle on the burnout. I had a couple more cameras, so did quite a bit of things. So the my dash cam caught this. I'm in my V6 Camaro here. So I learned something valuable lesson on this video is I didn't bleep out the cuss words, and YouTube doesn't like cuss words. YouTube wants to be family friendly and stuff like that. So that's why you'll never hear me cuss on YouTube. Even the word SUCK sits there and can get you demonetized. So I own the trademark buying a car doesn't have to SUCK, and and I can't use that in my tag lines, and you can see all my tags over here. I can't use that in my tags because I'll get demonetized. So
Again, just for credibility.
so this I recorded this. I happened to catch this on my dash cam, which is kind of wild. And this is Vinny's song. So the guy I had in that video, the teacher, this is his band. Dude, so close to that guardrail. It's just so close, and I cannot believe I wrecked it. And then, you know, I stood there, kind of stood there for a second, and I didn't really cut this video. It's all real time. And then what happens is I come up here under this bridge viaduct, and there's no rain on the road, right? So I'm in rain, out of rain, in rain again, and I lose again, and I'm still doing about 50, it looks like here. Whoop! There it goes again. No idea how I did not hit that guardrail. That's just absolutely crazy.
Well, maybe you shouldn't do burnouts in your car. Maybe you need tires.
Yeah. My puppy. We're lagging there a little bit. Old Camaro, old license plate. The dogs are so well trained. So like she was just looking for me because she was expecting me to come back around, and I put her in a set stay. So she was kind of expecting me to come back and be right there. And, you know, obviously I tricked her and came back, but she does a good job. I just wanted her there, you know, have the dog in the video. It's my old video, my old car.
A stock car, and as soon as it
put these cutouts on here.
ugly gold commemorative edition, so
Rapson,
we
thanks
came
for subscribing.
factory with the.
We'll put this car's down in Tennessee, and I
was the exhaust and just kind of.
let me show you this. I've thought about doing a video on this, but I don't know how to exactly do it. Whoa, what's going on there? That's weird. Oops. All right. Cool.
It's saying it doesn't want to see you anymore.
Yeah. Okay, let's do live sub count. Make this go small again. Oh, geez. What did I do here? So, oh, do you have your phone? I logged out of my Chevrolet app.
Do I have my phone? Of course I have my phone.
So inside the Chevrolet app, you have up here, it tells you which car. So I've got the 16 Camaro up there. But if we come in here, you can see that I have the Chevy Cruze, I have the 16 Corvette, and I have the 16 Camaro. Oh, did it take it out? Well, crap. Gotta love live video. So it did have the 15 Camaro in there, and I thought about doing a remote start on that and getting it to come over. All right, so there's the subscribe button. What did I do with what happened to my subscriber count? Oh yeah, I love this.
Technical difficulties.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But it's still showing. Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say it was still showing on the big screen. I didn't have the transition.
Which screen is which?
So this right here, the way this works is this. I can do whatever I want on here because see, I can move this right here, and they can't see that. So I didn't push that there. So I can leave that there. So it's just kind of a cool thing. Like if I wanted to come back and look at my screen to see where I was at, I can see there and whatnot. So they can't see that part, but you can. And whatnot. And this is this right here is going.
I'm glad this monitor's coming in handy for something other than Fortnite.
Yeah. So.
Get tired of watching Fortnite.
People are saying I want a gum. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's an inappropriate word or inappropriate name. Okay, so let's go back here. We'll look at some more videos.
Look at some more Corey.
So, oops, did I exit my channel? I exit my channel. Let's go back here. See, everything's messed up now. All right, let's go back here to videos. Show you some more of these videos, some of our older videos. Thumbnails, that's one thing I learned back in October. My thumbnails sucked. They sucked really bad. So just try different things back in the days, or way back in the day. Launch mode. This is something that's really big on the Corvettes. Back in my, just doing all sorts of Corvettes. Derek Chick, thanks for the sub.
Launch control. I'm sure you guys have been kind of biting at the bit to see what it looks like and how it sounds and feels, obviously. But we wanted to make sure everybody gets a good look at this. This option is on your Corvette. Doesn't matter what model you have. If you have an automatic, it'll work with that too as well. One of the things, if you don't
thanks
have
for subbing.
performance traction management, you have to take your drive mode selector and put it into track mode, and double press that button in the center of your driver mode selector twice. That'll bring up competitive driving mode. Once it says competitive driving mode, squeeze about 5,000 RPM, then you come.
So I'm not a big fan of that launch mode. So I have, obviously I have a manual transmission car, and I've never been a big fan of that launch mode, because the launch mode like dogs it out a little bit. I think you can control it on your own just a little bit better, and it is what it is. But it's kind of interesting. Let's see here. Any more questions? Let's see. We got some questions in here. Thanks, Morgan, for the 5. Got my Bachman Auto shirt on today. It's a day off, man. You're not supposed to have that. So I just subbed. Thanks. How do you say that name? I know how to say that name. The Pilot. Thank you so much. How about a video on buying extended warranties? Okay, let's talk about extended warranties a little bit. We can talk about those. So extended warranties typically are a good thing, and I only recommend buying extended warranties from the dealership. Now, where that could be a little biased opinion, it could be obviously self-soothing. The reason behind it, the reason why you want to buy it from the dealership, is because you have somebody to talk to in the event that something goes wrong. So, and I can use my son as a prime example. So, my son, I had him buy a warranty back in the day on his Mustang. So the reason I did that was because he was going to be in California. A lot of things are more expensive in California. A lot of things. I've heard a lot of bad things about people in California, about the dealers and all that stuff. So I sat there and wanted to make sure he was protected, so that he would not get, bashed and stuff like that if something went wrong. So he bought a used car warranty, and a used car warranty is what's called stated coverage. So basically, they tell you what is covered under that policy. Nothing wrong with that, but I think there's a little bit of a risk when you buy a stated coverage policy rather than buying an exclusionary policy. So I'm going to talk about that. So in the event, so he had a breakdown. It was not covered. It was about $600, and because I had someone to talk to, and it had no bearing that it was me, but I told him he needed to handle it all. But I was able to call our warranty company and say, hey, listen, is there any way we can get an exception on this can we get it covered? And we did get that part covered. He had to pay his $50 copay. So I think that's a big thing and a big reason why to have a face to go to. If you buy it from a credit union or for a bank, number one, that person may not be there down the road. So, if they're not there and they're not available to talk to, then you can't, you can't do anything about it. You're just going to have to be done. So, therefore, when they sit there and you try to get them to help you out, there's nobody there to help you out. Same with a lot of these things that come in the mail, Facebook advertisements, stuff like that. I think it's really strong to have someone to go to. So the other warranty is the fact that you can buy an exclusionary warranty. So an exclusionary warranty is where they tell you what's not covered. So like with my case, the things that are not covered in the warranty that I sell, that I recommend the most, that I have on my personal cars outside the Tesla, is completely 100% of the car covered. So there are several warranties from the manufacturer. So the biggest misnomer in the industry is people will say that the car comes with 3-year, 36,000 bumper-to-bumper warranty. Well, there is no such thing as a bumper-to-bumper warranty. It's called a limited warranty. If you go to your Windows sticker of every car, if you open your warranty booklet of the owner's manual with your car, it does not say bumper-to-bumper warranty. It says limited warranty. So the manufacturer has several warranties inside of that 3-year, 36,000, what we call bumper-to-bumper. Okay, so there's a lot of things that go out of warranty in 6 months and 12 months and 2 years, stuff like that, that's not covered. So when you go in and you're like, I want a 7-year warranty, but I don't want it to start until the 3 years is up, I get that question all the time. You got to realize that you still are paying for 7 years, but you're basically, there's a lot of gaps in there that's not covered from the manufacturer, that's being picked up by the extended warranty, so to speak. So, but majority of it is going to be picked up from 36 months and 1 day till 5, 6, 7 years down the road, or from 36,001 mile to 100,000 miles. I'm just using Chevrolet's warranty as an example. So obviously the powertrain warranty goes out at 60,000 miles. So anything from 60,100 to 100,000 miles covered by the warranty for powertrain, transmission, engine, drive assembly. So the stuff that's not covered under our warranty would be items like paint, glass, brake pads, oil changes, wiper blades, trim pieces, chrome, stuff like that you would never expect to have a warranty claim on, and the fact of it doesn't break. So here's another thing with my warranty. This isn't with, okay, this dude's getting blocked. I've never blocked anybody before.
What's up?
He's got an inappropriate name, and I let it go for a second.
Just keep saying
Yeah, no, he's hold on, I'm reporting him, and we'll go all his comments. Okay, sorry about that. We got him blocked. My bad, guys. So with that being said, a lot of warranties don't cover what's called what do I want to call it? Worn parts, right? So let's say that you had some type of failure and they're working on your engine or transmission or whatever, and they are taking stuff apart. And while they have things taken apart, that they see, well, this needs to be fixed. Well, most warranties, including your Chevrolet factory warranty, is not going to cover that worn part. There has to be a failure on the part. So therefore, with the extended warranties, if they're in there and they see that happening, the extended warranty that I sell would actually cover that worn part. So let's put it to this level here. This is the level where I put it at. If you are going in for heart surgery, right, and the doctor thinks that you just need one single bypass, and he gets in there and he actually sees that you need a triple bypass, it would be completely unethical, it would be completely irrelevant. It would be a waste of money to sew you back up, call the insurance company and say, hey, this guy needs a triple bypass. While we were in there, we found that out. And the insurance company say, nope, wait till he has a heart attack. That would be the stupidest thing in the world, right? That's the kind of thing that I like to share with people on that, is that's what's happening on that. So with that being said, extended warranties are good, but you need to do it from the dealership you're buying from, because that is going to be where it is. Even with like people who are in California and Arkansas and Texas and Florida that I sell cars to, if anything is going on with them, I have their back, and they will, I'll help them out any way that I can. So that's what I think about Chevrolet warranties, extended warranties, stuff like that. Steven asked, are you going to buy a truck? I'm not going to buy a truck. I'm not a truck guy. Happy New Year. Hi, MPH, Waukesha. Yes, that's it. That's exactly how you say it, Waukesha. I knew that. I was drawing a blank there, though. So that's what it has to do with it. Any news on the 2020 Chevrolet Z01? No news. I think it's going to be here. I don't think they're going to quit making the Camaro. I think it's going to be here for a long time. But they may be doing the front end differently. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with this new guy, Mark. Go Dogs. Oh, yeah. What's best Corvette besides C7? I don't know. Newer is always better, right? C6 was a great car. C6 was an awesome car. I hate when this jumps like this. Somebody just said, share your feed. Thank you so much. Share your feed to my Facebook. Thank you. So let's talk about Facebook. Okay. So Steven said, just shared your video on Facebook. You're more welcome to do that, and I appreciate it. But one thing that I do is I do a lot of research and a lot of classes and stuff like that on algorithms of Facebook and of YouTube. So and on Instagram. So Facebook and YouTube are competing partners, right? They compete against each other. They do not like each other. They want to beat each other up and whatnot. So with Facebook, the average video that they want to see on their algorithm is like 3 minutes, just right at 3 minutes. On YouTube, it's 10 minutes. So I do all my videos and I make them 10 minutes long because I have to, but it's really easy for me because you guys know that I like to talk a lot, right? Do I talk a lot?
Oh, no, you don't talk at all.
I never talk at home. But so they like to sit there and see 10-minute videos. So it allows me to put in more information into the video and all that good stuff. But so that's the algorithms are kind of funny and funky. But when you share a YouTube link on Facebook, Facebook's algorithm kills that post. And I play around with that quite a bit. I use masking stuff, and that seemed to work a little bit. So what I started doing was making a vlog post or a blog post on my Facebook or on my website and sharing that on YouTube or on Facebook, and it's kind of interesting. So YouTube and Facebook do not like each other. It's kind of humorous watching it from behind the scenes. What's the best car for a 17-year-old and under 30,000 all-wheel drive and new? $30,000. It's going to get you an Equinox. You could go over to Subaru. Those aren't really SUVs. Those are more cars, but they're all-wheel drive. You can possibly get a Chevy Traverse, but not for a 17-year-old kid. Wouldn't want that. Thanks, Diablo Fred, for reporting him. I missed that because I had my screen down. Thanks for sharing it. SB Bulldogs, go Dogs. Do techs really always check if a C7 has a tune and void the warranty? No, they don't. They don't check it at all. So like if you were to take your car in for an oil change, they're not going to check it at all. If your radio goes out and you got to get a new radio replaced in it, they're not going to check your car for a tune. So so no, not really. So the only thing that's going to happen is if you have a catastrophic failure, engine, transmission, something like that. that's when they may check like, hey, this car's ECM's been reprogrammed, or PCM or BCM or whatever. They may check it that way and find it that way, but that's it. Chevy going out with a new small truck to compete with the Ranger. We have a Colorado that'll compete with the Ranger. Welcome to Donald Trump America on New Year's Day. Do you like Scotty Kilmer? Don't know who Scotty Kilmer is. Do you know who Scotty Kilmer is?
No.
Okay, I don't know who he is. What portions of the warranty are void if you add a lift kit to a new truck? So if something were to happen with the axle of the truck, the differential of the truck, that probably would be voided under warranty. They probably would not make that, and it's not really voiding the warranty. So what happens is just like health insurance, right? Health insurance and automobile, car insurance, and automobile warranties are all kind of the same thing. So when you have something going on, you go to the doctor, you call your insurance company, you bring your car into service, and you're like, hey, this is going on. So if you have a lift kit in your truck and the differentials went out, they can deem it that it's the lift kit that made the differential go out. They're going to decline that claim. They're not going to void your warranty. They're going to decline that claim. So now you come back in a week later and the radios went out. That has nothing to do with your lift kit. So that's what it is. So suspension stuff, maybe the engine shouldn't be any difference on the engine transmission, but maybe if something like that on it. Finally, he gets blocked. Yes, sorry about that again. I didn't realize he was doing that. I caught him right at the beginning, saw his inappropriate comment, but he was just saying and then I put the screen down and he went off. So yeah, he's blocked now. It was a lot of work to get coverage from a third-party warranty. Is it a lot of work to get coverage from a third-party party warranty? Coverage, no, because anybody's going to write a warranty for you. It's a matter of getting it a claim done on it. Again, I don't know. I'll look for your comment down below if you know who Scotty Kilmer is. I don't know. I never got the paint protection warranty or any of the extra warranties. They're out of my budget. And if they're out of your budget, they are. But one thing the paint protection is a different story. But the warranty, you just got to look at it. If it's an extra $20 or $30 a month on your payment, is it smart to figure a way out to pay that extra $20 or $30 a month and budget that, or if something catastrophic happens that your $6,000-$7,000 claim on your vehicle, then is that expensive? So $4,600 for a Cadillac, that seems kind of expensive. Just depends on it. My Corvette warranties are usually around $3,200. So I'm thinking about getting Biff Malibu. Question: I'm thinking about getting into used car sales. Was wondering what the income I can expect Central Kentucky area. So it obviously income depends on the dealership. 100% depends on the dealership. Depends on how they market themselves. Depends on everything out there. But the average car sales. Let me see what the average car salesperson makes. Average car salesman annual income. So average entry-level car salesman through ZipRecruiter is seeing annual salaries of high as $75,500. Entry-level car salesmen are $27,500 to $47,000. So yeah, I was kind of thinking that $50,000 range is kind of a given dollar amount on that. So but for $50,000, this industry is very hard on you for 50 grand. So you need to go all in. Simply Sean, thanks for subscribing. So for 50 G's, you just got to look at it and see if it's the right thing for you and whatnot. So, but you can make a whole lot of money in this business. You can if you do it right and you work at an ethical dealer and stuff like that. The whoopee cushion video had me and my wife rolling. We feel for your wife. My wife said she knows what she is going through. What are you going through?
I have to deal with you daily.
You have a great life. You have a great life. Lynn Falkenberry, thanks for subscribing. John Rodriguez, have you set your goals already for 19? If so, what are your goals? Yeah, I work on my goals for about the last full fourth quarter. So some of my goals obviously are income related. Some of my goals are, I'll tell. Do we want to talk to them about what's happening, June or August or whatever?
Sure.
Tell them about that. Okay.
I'll
So
put my food down.
you want to come up here and join me?
I mean, if I have to, I'll put my food down.
Oh, I wouldn't come up here with that hair.
No, sorry.
So
You
we
pay for the hair.
I do pay for the hair. We get to celebrate something monumental this year, right?
I guess so.
Is it monumental? You don't know?
Do you remember how many
How many what?
years?
I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm lost and confused. So we get to Michael. Thank you for subscribing. So we get to subscribe. I was getting ready to subscribe.
Yeah.
We get to subscribe.
I'm
we
gonna
get to
unsubscribe from you.
we get to celebrate 20 years of marriage this year, 2019, 20 years of marriage. So obviously a big goal is that we can celebrate our 20th in style. We're going to do it again. A lot of people don't get to 20. I wish I wouldn't have. But we've been together for 26. So 27 at the end of the year. So we're going to go to France.
Yep.
We're going to go to Paris, France, and really just see the whole country is what our goal is. And so that's a big thing. It's going to be an expensive trip. So make the money in cash. So make
So we need the subscribers.
yeah, subscribers, super chats, all that stuff. So that's something that we're going to do. That's a goal is to get that trip planned for and get done. Obviously, as I mentioned, incomes. Darren, thanks for subscribing. So the other income stuff is just sitting there and getting everything done income wise, and then I want to work. I mentioned it earlier. I want to get more videos. I want to work with Chevrolet more. I want to work with Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram more. I want to go back to helping salespeople do the right thing and helping them produce more income, produce more customers, more repeat referral business for them. Help you guys. Obviously, that's a big thing is to create more content on the channel to help you buy cars that you can walk in and confidently do this. I'm thinking about doing a service that I can review your deals, so that way you're getting a thing. So I'm just kind of testing the waters out on that soon and kind of putting that out there and kind of see what people are doing. Is that Cheyenne Chavan? Thanks for subscribing. So those are just kind of some of the goals that I want to share with people and whatnot. Obviously have an increase in sales this year. Congratulations on 20 years. People don't realize how big a goal it is in a relationship these days. It's a big goal. Whew, man, it's tough.
I know. I've had to put up with you.
So, hi MPH. Thanks for the 20. Also from Louisville. Oh, sweet. I love Clash with Matt. I love seeing people from Louisville, man. So awesome to get more and more people to walk into the dealership saying, I saw you on YouTube. I had a guy yesterday from Peru, Indiana come into the dealership and buy a car. So I'm really excited that. I'm really excited to, just more and more people, more and more people in Louisville to see me as well. If you delete a diesel truck, does it void the warranty? If you delete it, you're gonna void your warranty for sure. Good info. Let's catch up soon. Oh, hey, what's up, Clarence? Watch Clarence's channel. Clarence does a really good job on his stuff. Clarence has been taking some kids to school and doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Clarence does a really, really good job on his channel. I love watching his stuff. I'm 17 and I drive a Silverado. Awesome. I love it. No good fight. Stinky 3 Shoes. Hi, I'm looking to buy a new Silverado in the next few months. Why is it so hard to get a simple deal and not worry about being scammed by dealers? Dealers know all the things the buyer is trying to do. It's a really good point, right? So I tell people a lot of times that a car deal is very simple. A car deal is very routine. Jordan, thanks for subscribing. And a car deal is I don't know, what's the third thing I want to say? It's very routine, it's very simple. And as us as salespeople, I can read you all day long. I already know what you're going to do when you walk in. I already know that you're going to buy. I know that you're just jacking me around. I know that you're going to be difficult. I know that you've done research. I know that you haven't done research. I know this by looking at you from 50 feet away. Am I wrong?
Pretty much.
I'm wrong?
Yep, you're always wrong. I'm always right.
Yeah, you are always right. That's how we stayed 20 years. Yep, you're right, honey. Sorry. I can read people from pretty far and know exactly what's going on, and she'll sit there and it's like, and she's got it now. She's at work twice a week. She's been around me for 19 years in the car business, and she's like, man, you don't want those people, you know. You know, she gets it, and she's not even selling cars. So you know, it sucks that dealers do this, and that's one thing I want this channel to grow and do more, is because you know, I think it's something that we can make this happen a lot easier, a lot better, and it's going to be better for everybody in the world to see that I'm not joking around, that I'm pushing good content out there, and hopefully it'll change the industry a little bit. So one of my goals when I got in the car business was to change the industry. So that's where this channel is going to come from and do, is just allow you guys to go into a car dealership and confidently buy a car and not get screwed over. So I hope that helps out. But you know, the biggest things to do, let me answer the question though too. The biggest thing to do is to look at TrueCar, look at Car Gurus, pull Carfax on the car, you know, request a Carfax on the car. So people are not going into car dealers now, ships, to look at cars. They're going into they're calling car dealerships to ask if this car is available. So you know, so that's, you know, that's a big thing too. Is they're just, you know, you just got to sit there and do your research up front. I'm going to do some videos on that, how to do that correctly. But, you know, it sucks. I get it. I'm with you. So 20 years, wow, congrats, thanks. Is there any way to change the high interest rate? So here's what I'm presuming with your question of high interest rate. So if you have challenge credit, and when you bought that car, you have a high interest rate, yes, there is a way to change it. Basically, what you need to do is get some history on that car, show that you pay it, show that you pay your other bills on time as well, and as agreed. And once that happens, you can go to pretty much any bank, any credit union, and say, hey, listen, I want to refinance this. They're going to love to have your business, and if you show proof that everything's good, then they'll refinance it at a lower rate. So, and don't be afraid to negotiate with Centra. I lost my train of thought now. It's hilarious. So the Davenport was black, okay? The salesman, the car salesman yells out Davenport. So so you can go in there and they'll want to get your business from that other bank. So you can negotiate with them, and you can sit there and say, hey, listen, it's not worth it to me, from a 19% interest rate to a 9% interest rate. If you can get me to a 7, you know, I can do it, because I can just, you know, double pay and, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You can kind of work it that way. Centra says, Davenport reminds me of the original Vacation movie when Clark arrives at the car dealership and they don't have the right car, and car someone yells out, Davenport, where's Mr. Griswold's car? I don't know, sir. I know what happened. It didn't come in. Now, Ed, I'm not your ordinary everyday fool. I want the car that I ordered. I'm going to take my business elsewhere. Family Truckster. Gotta love it. I love that movie.
Are you quoting movies again?
Somebody put it in there. It wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
So, why do I feel like the dealerships are now imitating, trying to get a deal, and they're I'm trying to get a deal, and they keep running me around corners trying to escape my game plan or getting a deal? Seems so deceiving. Well, you know, with that too, you know, I publish my best prices. You know, I say this to people all the time. Do not call me and expect to negotiate. I don't negotiate. I want to get deals done as quick as I possibly can. So with that being said, I come out the gate full force. I come out the gate with the best price on the vehicle you're buying. I come out the gate with the best trade-in value that you have. I want to get things done as fast as I possibly can, because the way I get paid is by selling the most cars. So with me selling the most cars, it allows me to get done with the deal quicker and get on to the next customer. I always tell people, I will spend as much time as you want me to with you. I have no problems with that. But let's face it, and let's put it all in reality. Who here wants to spend 3 or 4 hours in a car dealership? You want to spend 3 or 4 hours in a car dealership?
I already do.
I know. I do too, and I don't want to.
It drives me nuts when your customers are sitting for hours.
Oh, yeah. And it's not because of my fault. It's usually because of somebody else's. But like I tell all the time, there's been a couple haters on that hate this comment. But literally, you can buy a car from me in 10 minutes. And I'm not saying that you're going to walk in, buy a car like you do at Walmart, and walk out with your car. There's obviously transactional paperwork and stuff that you have to do to get that done. But for me to write up a deal, get it, you to sign off on it, get your car appraised, everything like 10 minutes, 20 minutes tops when you have a trade. So, I mean, it's very, very simple. So, if you're out of state, like literally I can do it on the phone, I can all that stuff. You call me in a Corvette. We have Corvettes priced one way on our online, and that's the only car that I negotiate on from our online price. And I'll discount them differently when it comes in. So that's probably why they sit there and so much not trying to get you off your game plan, but they may sit there and have things already done where you can't negotiate because they've already got their prices done. So that's why I think that, and it's we can talk about it later on. And whatnot. Is there a competition? I don't compete with anybody, man. I've always say competition's for sissies. I do my own thing, and I move on. And sometimes I fail, sometimes I win. Hopefully there's a lot more winning than there is failing, and I just keep moving on and just doing what I need to do and just do it best and do what's good for my customers too.
But I will say, overall, sales is a competition.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah.
It's very competitive within the stores.
Yeah.
And every dealership.
Everybody wants to win because everybody's got some type of ego and stuff like that.
When you live on commission,
yep, you
got to sell to make money.
I cannot find my little subscriber thing up there anymore. Oops.
Yeah, I just looked. You're at like 454.
This isn't working out real well.
No.
No, my buddy Cletus McFarland did this. This is where I got this idea. Cletus McFarland did this, and he added like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers to get to 1 million. So maybe I'll just have to wait to do this for 1 million, but that's all right. I enjoy talking with everybody and kind of giving some good insight. We can do one-on-ones. Do you get $50 flats on some no-profit deals? My flats are $100 deals, and yes, pretty much every new car I sell is a $100 Mini. If I sell it at MSRP, which would be like a ZR1 right now, or when a new model comes out, I'll get paid on that more than $100. But every new car that I sell, Corvettes, I mean, not a Colorado, like
the Camaro didn't pay.
No, the Camaro, the
ZL1.
Yeah, the ZL1s didn't pay real well. Just the way it's just internally, that's internal issues, nothing to do with anything else really. But when the Corvettes come out, you'll see a lot of, when the new C8 comes out, you'll see a lot of Corvettes on this channel because I'll be wanting to sell a lot of Corvettes because I can be making some big commissions off that, and I'll do it fair. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do over MSRP. I've thought about it, and if they come out and do a mid-engine car that's going to be $150,000 plus, I may do those over MSRP depending on the market, but I'll look at it really, really closely and determine, at that point what to do. But I've never sold a car for over MSRP, with the exception of one of my C7s. I sold it to a dealer, and I sold it to him for $5,000 over. So, how often do quotas change? I don't have a quota. I've never had anyone come to me and say, you better sell this many cars this month, ever, in 19 years. The dealerships will have, like in their employee handbook, they'll sit there and be like, you gotta maintain a 6 or 7 car per month average, or you'll be looking for a new job. But
you better be looking for a new job if that's all you're selling.
Exactly. See, I told you earlier, she knows this car game, and she knows it well.
Yep.
But for 6 or 7 cars a month, man, it's not worth being in the car business. That's a $30,000 a year job, selling 6 or 7. If you can sit there and sell 10, 12, that's $50,000 a year job. You sell 20 and above, 15 and above, $100,000 a year job. So easy all day long. Funny, when you sold cars 30 years ago, I remember getting $50 flats and some small $100 or $200 kickbacks from the manufacturer. So yeah, manufacturer does pay us a little bit. It's going down and down every year. I haven't even looked at 19. I'm really not interested in selling new cars, to be honest with you. I'll do it because it's the nature of the beast, but I'm not going to shy away business. But it is what it is. I have a 17 Silverado. They want to jump to a 19. I did a 3-year lease, and in April I'll have 1 year left. What's my best option to make the jump? Thanks. Love the vlog. So there's a couple different options. So one, pay the remaining lease payments that you have. So if you have 12, it's January, February, March, April, so you have 12, 13, 15 lease payments, presumably. You're obligated to pay those 15 lease payments. You can certainly get somebody to take over the lease for you if you want to do that. There's a company called swapalease.com, and then you can look at trading it in. Silverados hold their values, so this is one vehicle that sometimes you can look at trading it in, and you're not going to be underwater on anything, especially since you're right at 2 years into the lease. If you're a 1 year into the lease, it'll be a different story. But you can sell it to someone, and you can just walk away from it by paying the remaining lease payments as well. So you can be like, just turn it in, and I'll pay the remaining lease payments. We have that with my daughter's lease car. So I took a risk on my daughter's car that we did 10,000 miles a year on her car. We didn't know what she was going to drive. She's been driving more than that, and I may have to turn her car in 6 or 7 months early, so I don't have any over mileage penalties. But I did that, based off of knowing in advance that I would do that. But her payment's $140. So if I pay 10 payments, it's $1,400. It's not a lot of money. When you have a $500 or $600 truck payment, it's a different story. Chevy Commercial says that they do an employee discount to everyone now. Yeah, that goes through tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day for employee discounts for everyone. I was thinking about doing a video on that. Somebody brought that up in a comment, I think today, yesterday. They said, you should do a video on the employee discounts that are a scam. So I'm actually working on that, and we'll report back that maybe later in the week if that was a scam or not. So someone from PA, I got a lot of PA people just because of Nick and Mike and all of them. So Happy New Year's from PA. Travis, thank you. Have you seen footage of the C8? I have a little bit. I've seen some spy photos. I've got a picture on my phone that I'm not sharing with anybody. It's not out there. It's kind of interesting. I got a picture of the interior as well. They were working on the interior back in, when did we take Anya to college?
August.
They were working on the interior back in August, and I know someone who was working on it, and I got some pictures from that, but I don't want to publish it because I want to work with Chevrolet this year on stuff. So I think if I share it, that they'll be upset with me. You think?
Yeah, they won't like you at all.
Oh, this is a really good question from Jay. Do you get paid more if someone pays full cash for a car instead of financing or leasing? Nope. Doesn't matter. I don't care how you pay for a car as long as it's a legal means of paying for a car. If you pay finance, if you pay cash, if you lease it, it's all the same to me. My job is to sell a car. I don't sell money. I don't care where you get your money from. Now, obviously, the dealership wants you to finance the car or lease the car through them because they do get some money in return to that, and those guys who do your paperwork get paid off of that. But to me personally, I really don't care. But I'll always encourage the path of least resistance, and I'll always encourage what's best for the clients because I know that I can sit there and Fazpug. Thanks for subscribing. Fazpug. So so I'll always encourage to do what's best for everybody around. And typically speaking, you can get lower interest rates inside of a dealership than you can get it on your own. So there's this guy, and I never did the video. Somebody brought it up, and they're like, "You should do a video on this and debunk this guy's crap." There just wasn't enough there to debunk. He's like, you walk into your credit union and get an interest rate there because they don't mark up their credit union rates. Yes, they do mark up the rates. If the bank sits there and they approve the loan for 3%, the underwriter or the loan officer can mark it up with another percent because they get paid off of that. So there is some things out there, but a lot of these banks are going to flats now that they're just paying a percentage of the amount financed. So it doesn't matter to me how you pay for it as long as it's legal. How do you like the new Blazer? I haven't seen the new Blazer in person yet, but I really, really like it. I shared some pictures that I found on the internet on my Facebook page. Absolutely love it. My husband and I are looking at purchasing a C7 in the near future. Is it better to get our own financing, or does Chevy have their own financing on Corvettes? Well, Diane, I would never sit there and recommend that you use GM Financial for anything. GM Financial is a horrible, horrible company to do financing with. Their rates are extremely high. They're a pain in the butt, and just not easy. But your dealership that you go to, like me, come to me, please. Soren, thanks for subscribing. I have about 30 or 40 banks that I use, so I can be very competitive. Now, I want you to do your due diligence up front and say you bank with Chase Bank, right? Go to Chase Bank and find out what what kind of rates they can get you. So, but I bank with Chase Bank as well, and I'm probably going to get you a lower rate through Chase than what you can get. So you can always look at those. If you live in Texas and you've got their local credit union there, you can say, hey, listen, I'm going to buy a C7. I have excellent credit. What kind of rate can I expect on a 2017 car or 2020 car or where the case may be, and let them know. But they'll always tell you the lowest rate. So credit unions and banks are tricky when you call them up and say, hey, what's your best rate? Because they're going to tell you their best rate. But what they don't tell you is that best rate is 80% down or 20% down, financing 80%, or other stipulations. They just answer the question. This is our best rate. So you got to be careful when you ask that question to banks too. Finance guy at the dealership made a few funny comments that it seems like it's less than trade-in KBB. I don't know what wait, where'd I go? Do you know anything about working for Tesla? I don't. I got a friend who works for Tesla. I've sold him cars. He doesn't like them. He buys for me. Buy and sell rates. Yep. Do you go to the local credit union for financing? I don't. I use banks. I'm through US Bank right now. My son's through Huntington National Bank on his car. How's the Cadillac XT4 versus a comparable Chevy? I don't know what the XT4 is. Is that the small SUV? Really? They're about the same, right? I mean, they're both General Motors. So Cadillac will have a little bit more bells and whistles. But back in the day of the SRX, like you only got a V6 in the SRX, where you had a 4-cylinder and a V6 in the Equinox, and the 4 cylinders was the dominant engine. So there's little things like that, but literally you can get the same vehicle from Chevrolet as you can Cadillac, with maybe just a few minor things. With GMC and Chevrolet, which you can do it now, but you used to not be able to get a 6.2 liter in a Chevy Tahoe or Suburban, and you could do it on a GMC. Well, now you can. Same thing with GMC trucks now. You don't have that folding tailgate on the GMC truck. The GMC has that folding tailgate. You can't get that on Chevy, but that's not that big of a deal. GMC's got that carbon fiber composite bed where we don't. So it's just silly things like that. My salesman was disappointed when I bought my new Cadillac when I told him we'd pay cash. I don't know why he'd be disappointed. The only thing that dealerships look at that you'd be disappointed is that people who pay cash are less likely to buy warranties and other product from the finance guy. So if he gets paid on that stuff, then that's probably why he'd be disappointed. But just to sell a car, I would never do it. How do you and Mrs. Chevy Dude meet? She told me no. You want to tell them how we met?
Hold on, I'm coming back.
Oh, you are coming back now? So we met through a mutual friend. I actually know her brother longer than I know her.
Yeah.
I met her brother through this mutual friend over the summer when I first moved to Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1992. And she was babysitting her brother, who is 4 years younger than us. And then at a football game, the first football game of the year, between her high school and my high school, this same friend said, hey, we want to introduce you to each other. Well, I talked to her all night, and the fourth quarter, I finally got brave enough and said, hey.
After people were bugging you, ask her for her phone number.
It's like, hey, can I have your phone number? And you said,
nope.
And I should have walked away there and never came back.
I pretty much did walk away.
But I didn't realize I was a salesman back at 15, 16 years old. And the mutual friend says, well, you didn't have a pen and a paper. I was like, oh. So I went down to the concession stand, and I asked them to borrow a pencil and a paper, and they said no. And I said, why not? And it says, because nobody will ever bring me my pen back. I said, I promise you I'll bring it back. I said, I'm trying to get this girl's phone number. I don't have one. And you got to realize, 1992, we didn't have these, right? So in 1992, in 2019, you just like, hey, what's your phone number? Boom, 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 right? You had to have this and this in order to get somebody's phone number. We didn't have cell phones back in 1992. So, which that makes me sound really old that I just said that.
We are old.
I'm not. You are.
I'm younger than you.
Oh, darn it. So I go back with the pen and pencil, or the pen and paper, and I said, Adrian, what's your phone number? And she gave it to me.
That was after how many I had multiple friends of ours sitting there hounding me.
Yeah.
No, you need to give him your phone number. You need to give him your phone number.
I locked you in the trunk of a car, and you know.
But then,
put
of
a bag
course,
over your head, handcuffed you.
we sat
Had
there
a
and
shovel, rope, line.
I think the
in
first
there.
night we talked on the phone, we were on the phone for probably 3 hours.
Yeah.
You
Fell
like to
asleep.
talk then.
Fell
You don't
asleep.
talk
Fell
now.
asleep. I always write. Oh my gosh, I always write on my hands. I don't have any. I've taken 2 showers today, so I don't have any writing on me. So, but yeah, I always write on my hands. Ford F-150 better than Chevy trucks. I don't know if Ford F-150 is better than Chevrolet. You know, there's not a bad vehicle out there, right? So, but they definitely sell more because of their fleet sales and stuff like that. Which I wish Chevy would do fleet sales. I really wish they would, but they don't. They're not interested in fleet sales, and this is proof that they got rid of all their Rochelle. Thank you for the sub. It's proof that they got rid of all their medium duty and heavy duty trucks a few years ago, and they're just now coming back out with the 4500. So like we didn't have a Kodiak to sell. We don't have a 450, 550, 650, 750. You know, all that stuff that Ford has. But you know, so they can sit there and tout that they have the best numbers. But I mean, really, they're both good trucks. Now, this is my opinion on Ford versus Chevy. Tonus, thanks for subbing. So my take on Ford versus Chevy is I think the Ford buyer is more upscale, more frilly. They want things like, you know, power release tailgates. They want, you know, lights in the cup holders and the footwells, and they want all these little extra odds and ends that really a typical truck buyer doesn't want. Well, Chevrolet, I think, has always been the working man's truck. The guy who takes it off road, the guy who gets muddy, stuff like that. Now, take for granted only 17% of trucks ever leave the pavement, but that's what's stuck inside Chevrolet's head for marketing and stuff like that. If they would take the marketing away, and I said this in one of my videos that they need to fire the marketing team, but if they would sit there and conform to non-Chevrolet buyers and put some of the stuff in the cars and trucks, we probably would sell more. I think the biggest thing that they probably could do as well is not make it look like what we did back 10 years ago. So, you know, the square radial we have in the new truck, it looks very similar to what we had from 14 to 18. Is that good? I don't know. We'll see. The future will tell. So starting the 7th of this month of January, it's hard to say. It's hard to believe it started January 19.
2019.
So starting this month on the 7th, you're going to start seeing some heavily publicized commercials on Silverados. So we'll see after that. So I've been selling a lot of 19 Silverados, and they've done pretty well. So David Johnson, greetings from Detroit. Thank you, sir. Over 150K miles, good or bad on trade-in. Doesn't matter. I take in vehicles all the time with that type of miles. What's your preference, 18 or 19 Silverado? I like the 19s. I love the 19s. I love the look. I love the bold look. I love the features in it. I love the power up and down tailgate. I love the seating. I love the bigger back seats of the vehicles. Everything. Mountain Man, thanks for subscribing. So I love the 19s. Told you were starting to get LT double cab trail buses on your lot. I do have LT double cabs now on the lot. What do you think about the 19 Ram 1500? Ram 1500 is pretty nice, but here's what everybody sees is they all see this big screen, right? 90% maybe, I don't know the true number, but it's a high percentage. Let's say 80%. I'm not saying that name. I'm going to pronounce it wrong. So thanks for subbing though, right here. So the biggest portion of these trucks are not sold with that big screen. They're sold with a little screen. So they're marketing the big screen. So, but the reality of it, most of them is the small screen. Can I buy a dirt bike, motorcycle, or diesel from you? You can buy a diesel from me. I don't sell dirt bikes. I do have a used motorcycle on my showroom floor, so I guess you could buy a motorcycle from me too. Looking forward to seeing the Camaro 19 Shock Yellow and 19. Do we have a Shock Yellow? I might not know that. My management doesn't like to order stuff. Greetings from Virginia. Love the blogs. Thanks, Bowden. Appreciate it. South Dakota. Glad you're up there. Not me. I don't like the cold. It's probably cold in South Dakota.
Somebody earlier had a question about difference between a Grand Sport and a Z06 besides horsepower.
That's it. That's the only difference. It's the same exact car minus the horsepower. So LT1, LT4 engine. There's no difference. Ram 1500 better than Silverado. Ram 3500 better than Duramax. So you know, all these vehicles are just getting better and better and better. I mean, it's hard to sit there and say that, hey, 3500 is better than this. So back in the day, you'd have to get manual transmission with a Ram Dodge at the time because the transmission sucked, right? So, we'd always say that the Cummins was surrounded by junk, but that Cummins engine is pretty amazing engine. Robert, thanks for subscribing. I need to get this subscriber count back up in here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So
You're still struggling.
I know. So let's go here. Watch this. So we're going to come here. Watch this. I'm going to get this done right now. We'll do this. Live sub 2. Okay. Oops. I did the scenes. Did the wrong thing. Don't watch that. Yes. Main. We're going to come click here. We'll go browser feature. Matthew, thanks for subbing. I'm changing one thing here real quick. Live sub 2. My son's boyfriend's got a Ford, and I won't let him park in the driveway. He has to park around the street.
You're what?
Or my daughter's
That really sounded bad.
My daughter's boyfriend. It is 2019. My daughter's boyfriend has got a Ford, and I make him park on the street. All right, so should be good to go there. Hit OK. Watch this. We're getting this going here. Okay, so now I gotta delete that because I gotta do it this way. This is frustrating.
Now somebody said, impressed how you ignore the trolls.
Oh yeah, I don't care about the trolls. Was there trolls? More trolls in here? I will block them in this live chat if they're saying like highly inappropriate things, like that one guy was. I will delete them. But you can say anything you want to me. You can't hurt my feelings. That's one thing I learned.
I bet I could.
Huh? That's one thing I've learned about being on social media is the trolls out there, and I'm the biggest troll out there. If you there's no possible way. There's no possible way to troll me. You can't hurt my feelings, nothing like that. So I put a few years ago, I put Onion on the channel, and I told her and I told Onion that, I'm going to be putting a 16, 17-year-old girl at the time on the channel, blonde hair, skinny, and with a bathing suit on. So I told her, it's like, we can't pay attention to these trolls. I said, so don't ever worry about what people are saying. Don't ever take it to heart. Just let it go. And the very first comment on that video was, "Your daughter's a whore." I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I just deleted the comment and moved on. I could have sat there and focused on it. That was too much. I could have sat there and focused on it and dwelled on it and had my feelings hurt and all that stuff. But in reality, what good is it going to do for me, right? So, it just gets me unfocused. It gets me, doing other things that have no bearing on my life and whatnot. So I just don't focus on that stuff, and they can't do anything to me because it just doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Watch. We got this back. Look. Whoop, right there.
Nothing's showing up there.
Not there. Now it is. There we go. 96,461. So this doesn't look like it's working out to my favor like I wanted it to, but I'm not too worried about it. It's trial and error. On social media, it's all trial and error. So
got a question about which is a good buy, a Z06 Corvette or a ZL1 Camaro?
It's tough.
Depends on whether or not you want handling,
Yeah, there's a big difference between the two vehicles. So luckily I own both Camaro and a Corvette. And I'll sit here and be like, well, I like the Corvette or I like the Camaro, and I like driving that. And I got 51,000 miles behind my Camaro. And then I hop in the Corvette, and I'm like, oh wow, this is amazing. So we have this big curve here in Louisville, and it's coming from the bridges here from Louisville to Indiana. I'm gonna pull it up on the map here so I can show you. And I know of some people. I mean, I wouldn't partake in this, but I know some people who like to cross the bridge, and they like to go fast. So to kind of give you a reference, north, south, east, west, up, down, left, right. Okay, so we got all that familiar. Indiana is right over here on this side of the river. You can see right there, it says Indiana. So we click on that, Indiana, Kentucky, right there. So this curve right here, as you're coming along, so I'm told, I don't know this for a fact because I'm told about this, when you take a 2016 Camaro, blue one, around this corner at 100 miles an hour, the car will want to drift a little bit on you. If you take that same corner in the Corvette at 100 miles an hour, the Corvette stays straight. It just absolutely stays in the lane. You don't have to worry about anything. The handling is absolutely great. I'm also told at one time somebody took this exact corner at 125 miles per hour and they did not leave their lane, and they were on the outside lane 3 right up here. So when you look at this, it's a pretty amazing feat. It's pretty bumpy when you're coming over this right here and stuff like that. So you got transitioning from this interstate here to here, but these are all expansion joints right here. See that? So those expansion joints create uneven road surfaces, and it's very bumpy. So the Corvette will handle this much better than the Camaro does, and that's one big difference between a Corvette and a Camaro is that handling on that curve that you see right there. So it's pretty interesting, to say the least. That watching on that and driving that, so I'm so told, because it's not me who's driving that, somebody else is. But it's pretty interesting, to say the least, on that. That's the big difference on handling and whatnot between the two vehicles. So it's difficult It's a difficult question to answer because of that being there. Are you thinking about purchasing a new Tesla? Where are you at?
I'm right here. I'm hiding.
Does that tell you? We definitely want a newer Tesla, right?
Oh yeah.
So definitely,
probably not for a couple years.
Yeah, we'll see. I bought the Tesla right. I could sell it for at least what I bought it for, maybe a little bit of a profit, not much of a profit, but a little bit of a profit. Looking at the market, but just doing everything. It shouldn't. We'll see what happens. I think we definitely would buy a used one. We're not going to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Watching how the market goes down, I don't see spending $150,000 on it.
And we haven't agreed between an X and an S.
Yes. So thanks, John. I appreciate that question. It's hilarious. I try to be funny. I'm pretty. Everybody laughs. I just don't know.
We laugh at you.
No. I think some people do laugh with me.
No.
But I don't care.
As
long as people are laughing, that's all I care about. So that's right, Jim. The Corvette person was trying to outrun the flying golf balls. Ooh, speaking of that, let's go to crap, did the wrong thing. This video right here. I'm gonna switch over here and see if I can find this video real quick, and I'll show you this. I received a phone call from the police on this video, and I'm going to show you why. Of course, just like my earlier story, I was not driving at the time. I let somebody else drive my car, and I'm trying to find the video right here. We'll transition over to my screen. So, streaming a lot of stuff in this house. I got good internet, but it looks like it's we're buffering just a little bit. So this is my video, hidden features.
Fantastic day, Mike Davenport, Louisville, Chevy Dude.
And here we go. Of the Camaro and the Corvette 8-speed automatic transmissions. At the beginning of the video, the person I let drive my car was driving excessively quick. See there, 118, 120, 25. Yes, that does say toll cameras. Do you think they got the plate? At 152, and I think 158 is the top right here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to
That video did receive some phone calls from the local police department. It received some phone calls from the Kentucky State Police office, and they wanted me to snitch on my friend Jim, John. Well, no. They wanted me to snitch on my friend, and I was like, "Nah, I can't snitch on my friend, guys. You have to do what you need to do." But they were pretty nice people. Someone called our Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram store and wanted to complain, and that person never called me. And I mean, certainly, if you have a complaint on something on my videos, there's the calling the store is not going to bear you any results in any way, shape, or form. Calling me is not going to bear any results either. So you might as well save the phone call and the frustration. But so Chris Martinez, thanks for the sub. But no, that one did get a couple phone calls from people. Our CEO got a couple phone calls, a couple sales managers at the Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram store, and then the Kentucky State Police called me. So the Kentucky State Police officer is a really, really nice guy. Family cruising, man. That's family cruising. Love him. He's a good guy. But man, it's these people are getting popped on the internet now. I'm glad I don't do that stuff on the internet. I don't drive fast. I drive slow. I just enjoy my cars. So love the video and your Tesla when you're trying to make your wife think she was farting. She was. That wasn't the Tesla.
No. That was totally you.
That was not.
Yeah, it was you.
Get out of here now. You
blame the dogs all the time.
It was the dog. Top 5 reliable cars you buy if you're on a budget. So everybody's on a budget. It just matters of the Lewis 3012. Congratulations. Thank you for subbing. So budget cars are typically Chevy Cruze. I'm a true believer, and people can call me fanboy or whatever. I don't fan over anything. Definitely enthusiast, but I don't. I truly think Chevy's got some of the best vehicles on the market. They obviously keep winning awards, but cars are dead now. I think Chevy Cruze. Nicholas, thanks for subbing. So Nick, the Chevy Cruze is a fantastic vehicle. The Chevy Sonic's a fantastic vehicle. If you want to start going look at Hondas and Toyotas, those are great vehicles too. But there's just, I was saying it earlier about trucks. There's not a bad car on the road. I mean, everybody makes good cars. You go back 15 years ago, and I wouldn't sell Kia to my worst enemy. Now Kia makes fantastic cars. Orange Spark, thanks for subbing. But so everybody makes a really good car nowadays. Mike, do you know why Chevy is getting rid of the Cruze, Impala, and Volt? Yeah, I just said it. So they're getting rid of the Volt because Chevrolet is done going hybrid. They're going full electric on any other future vehicles coming on out. So they're done. The Volt's done because it's a hybrid, and then the other cars, just because it's not a car market, it's an SUV market. They're coming out with the Chevy Blazer. The Chevy Blazer is getting strong traction. I got people calling me every day saying, "Hey, when can I get one? When they're going to be on the lot?" Stuff like that. You'll see some videos coming out about the Blazer here pretty soon. I love how she was looking for cracks in the ceiling when you said you don't drive like that. What? Don't be rolling your eyes.
Yeah.
How come Chevy is still not offering any lease deals on the new Silverados? The trucks are not moving at all here in Michigan. The 7th of this month, you're going to start seeing Chevrolet come out with strong advertising, and so you're going to start seeing those lease deals come out. Being in Michigan, it's the only place that leasing seems to work. I wish it worked here. I would lease vehicles all the time.
We drive too much.
We do drive too much, but it'd still be advantageous to lease rather than buy. We just pay higher payments. How do you value a person's trade-in if they are coming to you from another state to buy from you? Trade-ins are very, very simple to evaluate. So as long as the car is in good running condition, good overall condition, it's pretty much easy to figure out what a car is worth. Everything is done on computer nowadays. We look at live market. We look at how many's out there, supply and demand. We look at what they're bringing. You gonna say hi to people?
Somebody wants to say hi.
So, all that stuff, it's all done on the computer, and we can see what they're doing. You're scared up here, aren't you? This is high. Is it high? Look at the camera right there. Look at the camera. She's a good girl. So this is our dog Corey. She's 3. She'll be 3.
She will be 3 in May.
She'll be 3 in May. 3 in May, huh? You're a big girl, aren't you? So we got her for her. So we have a little sister for Portia, and she's a terrier. She's a terror, is what I meant to say.
Not a terrier.
She's a pain in the butt, aren't you? Are you a pain in the butt?
No, I'm sweet.
You are very sweet, but she's a pain in the butt
Kisses?
still. She likes to sleep with us. She likes to snuggle. She likes to steal spots when you get up and go somewhere in the house. She'll take your spot on the couch. All that stuff. Okay, get down.
No more.
Put your foot. There you go. So, Morgan, thanks for the 5. Appreciate it. Blazer, huh? S10 Blazer, K5 Blazer. I mean, you gotta go. I'm gonna explain this in a video down the road. The very first video I do on the Blazer, I'm going to explain this. The Blazer, and I've been doing research on this too. I've been talking to every single person that walks in our dealership that has been born in the 80s and above. I asked them if they have ever heard of the K5 Blazer or if the S10 Blazer. None of them know what a K5 Blazer is. And then the S10 Blazer wasn't really the Blazer that the K5 was, right? So the Blazer coming out today, number one, it's a good marketing name to have, and 2, the fact of it is that they're using it for marketing and namesake, but these people don't know what the K5 Blazer ever was. They're going to come do it and get the Blazer for that. So the ZR2 Blazer, no, they probably won't make one. It'd be cool if they do. But so these people who are going to be buying the Blazer never remember what the Blazer used to be. They just have no idea whatsoever. So, but I think the Blazer is going to be really, really good vehicle to sell. There's obviously nothing else in the market. There's the Jeep Grand Cherokee. I can't remember the other 2 vehicles. I keep forgetting what they are. But yeah, it's going to sell. I think it's going to sell really, really well.
You had a super chat.
Reset. Thanks for subbing. Yeah, I didn't get the
super chat up there.
I saw the 1. I saw the 5.
No. Well, they had a question.
Oh.
There it is.
How many manufacturers afford to drop cars when there's no trucks or SUV in the 15-20K range? So my thought process on this is that how do I want to say this correctly? So vehicles have done nothing but go up and up and up and up in price. So I had a sales manager when I first got into the business in 2000. 19 years ago. He remembers when cars were $5,000, and he has this phenomenal story. He says when they were $5,000, we said that they would never sell. Well, the $5,000 cars sold, and then he remembers the first 5-digit car coming onto the lot, and this was Buicks, okay? And at $10,000, he's like, oh my God, how are these things going to sell? Who can afford $10,000? And they sold. And then the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the $100,000 cars, and they've all sold. So somehow or another, people figure it out and they buy what they want and they sell. It's crazy. One of the biggest dilemmas I have on selling cars is looking at someone and they sit there and they tell me that they want a $600 car payment, but they can't put $1,000 down, and or they can't put $5,000 down. And it's like, if you can't put $5,000 down, why are you buying a car at $600 a month? You need to check whatever's in your head, if it's an ego or keeping up with the Joneses or whatever the case may be. That's what makes cars sell, is because people want to sit there and be like somebody else. So they figure it out. It's the best way I can explain it. I'm not a politically correct person. I think I kind of strive on not being politically correct. I think that's what gets me so far in life, is I just tell you how it is and I tell you what I'm thinking. And if you don't like it, then that's okay. We can still be friends if you don't like my opinion or something I talk about. I'm not gonna hate you over something that you talk about that I don't like, and we can still be friends and move on. But people buy the stuff, so if they're buying it, why stop, right? So that's kind of my thought. Awesome live chat, Mike. Have a good evening. Hey, thanks, John. I appreciate all your input and your chat and all your participation. It's really awesome. A Honda dealer wants me to come in and look at a 2008 Honda Touring brand new. What should I do? I thought about putting $3,000 down. Well, the first thing I would do is I wouldn't go to the dealership to look. I would go, the dealership is made for one thing, and that's to make a transaction, right? Looking at the, sitting there and looking at the, going to a dealership and looking just doesn't happen anymore. Going to the dealership is made to buy cars. So what you really need to do is start doing research. What kind of options are on that 2018 Honda Touring? All that good stuff. What can I get one for? Go to TrueCar. Go on to TrueCar.com and build one and find out what you can get one for. And matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna go to TrueCar and I'm gonna show you how I do business. Okay, so let's go shop new. I'm gonna go to something that I don't sell. Okay, so I want to sit here, and I don't even want to use. You know what? Since you asked a question, we will. We're gonna go to Honda, and you said Odyssey, right? So Honda Odyssey, we're gonna put in my zip code. So everybody's zip code is gonna be a little bit different. Well, let's say we're looking at Honda Odyssey, and here's the things with TrueCar that we have to watch for. So the average. They're showing a retail price of $38,605. The average market is $3,600 off at $34,923. You have to read all of that stuff right there. It tells you a lot of stuff. So, so with that being said, you can kind of come down here and see that same stuff. But here's what you need to do. You need to come up where this change. This is an EXL. So say you want EXL with leather navigation. Let's change options. What did that say? I'm going through this quick. Sorry, we don't have any option package for you right now. Okay, so there's probably no options on EXL because it's loaded up. But so the MSRP on an EXL is $40,605. The average market price is $36,732. So if I could get it for $36,732 down to $36,308, we're a good price. $37,198 is invoice, $40,605 is MSRP. And so this is really where you need to look at. So when you look at all of this stuff, I haven't been on TrueCar in a long time, but you can sit here and see this stuff where people are paying whatnot. So, and it tells you everything down here. You can see the full specs. You can see what other people are comparing with the Odyssey down here. So if you want to look at a Dodge Caravan, if you want to look at a Ford Flex, whatever you want to look at, you can do that. You can do that as well. Let's see what else in here. The Kia Sedona. You can kind of look at all that stuff. I don't know the minivan market because we don't have minivans. So you can change color. So say you want. Let's see. Is there a premium color? I bet this is a premium color, white diamond pearl. So that's going to mark it up. Let's go back to EX. EX there. Change the options. I want to do something to change options. I guess maybe I don't build Hondas, so maybe there isn't a whole lot of options on it. So EXL with nav and rear entertainment, $40,605. If you do this, you're going to start putting your email address in and getting stuff from dealers. But that's where you can do that at. So let's come up here. Let's go to Chevy because I do know Chevy. I wanted to do something true, but this is what I would do every single time. Let's go to Silverado. So building a Silverado on TrueCar. Okay, so let's go 18. We want to see an 18 model. I want to do 19 right now. So this is an LT Z71 Crew Cab 4-wheel drive. So this is exactly what the most is sold for. So I'm gonna change this to black because black is a very popular color, and then we're gonna go to change options. Okay, so we come in here. We want the 5.3. This is the 5.3 navigation. We don't want any of that stuff. So what's this doing? So I haven't been on this for a while, long time. Let's go back here. You gotta be able to do more options. Oh, right here, options, engine 5.3, LPO black pack, trailer brake controller integrated. So this is the route. This is the right to go. So this one's saying $47,390. and then 39,313, an average of 85. So see, that's kind of low for my area. I'm about $13,000 off on that vehicle. So I mean, like I said, I haven't been on TrueCar in a while, so it looks like they've changed some things up. But they tell you everything on here, and this is such a good thing to do. So they tell you down here individually, one person paid between $37,900 and $38,100. One person paid this. 10 people paid $40,000 to $40,500. You know, most of this stuff is probably my data because I'm the one I'm a big TrueCar dealer and whatnot. But you know, this is the way to sit there and do stuff now. It's coming back. Let's look at some more Honda Accord Touring. So my bad, but it's the same. It's the same thing. You know, just sit there and look at stuff and figure it out, and you know, go in there. And then also you can sit there and go to dealerships' websites. You know, so one big thing here too, and we'll come back here to the screen. If we go to my dealership's website, so I'll look at it. We have to look at things. I'm gonna go to a Silverado because that's got the biggest, goofiest rebates on it. So if we go to a Silverado here, and I'm gonna go to an LT Z71 because it's the most common truck. So when we start looking at these things, this is a Silver Ice Jet Black automatic transmission crew cab 4-wheel drive Z71 truck. So over here, we have everything. Oops, I clicked on it by accident. But over here, we have everything itemized out on everything that we do. So the MSRP on this truck is $48,700. This is a very common MSRP. This MSRP, and I can tell you already what this truck has. This is a Silverado. Obviously, it's a crew cab, 4-wheel drive LT Z71. But the only options on this car is 5.3 liter All-Star package and trailer brake controller. So we'll come down here and I'll. Where's the window sticker at? Let's go back. I don't know how to look at window sticker on that second page. Window sticker's right here. So I'll show you this window sticker, and you'll see that those options are done on, because 48.7 is a very common. It took me here again. So
that is not the window sticker.
No, I don't know where the window sticker is on the second page. But anyways, that's what it does. That's what it is. So here, a bonus package. This is a rebate. This is something that everybody gets when they buy this particular truck. Customer cash, again, something that everybody gets when they buy this truck. Trade assistance. This is what my dealership is doing. This is not a rebate from the manufacturer. This is me as a dealership basically saying, you trade in a 1999 or newer vehicle, I will give you a $2,000 discount on this vehicle. Down payment assistance. This is where I say GM Financial is horrible and I hate this rebate right here. I literally hate this rebate. It's very confusing, it's very convoluted, and it's not fair to anybody out there, and it makes you do more work, but we want to pay the least amount of money that we can for a car, so we kind of have to deal with it. So this is, you have to finance with GM Financial in order to get this rebate. If you're a cash buyer, you got to finance $7,500, pay it off in 90 days. If you're not a cash buyer and traditionally a finance buyer, congratulations, you're going to have probably a 7 to 8% interest rate with this $1,500, which means in 90 days you have to go refinance it. So that's why I hate this right here a lot, because of that feature. That's basically the way I can say it in a nutshell. Holiday bonus cash, $1,250. Pretty much telling you everything there about it. It's everything you get there. So $34,497. I'm not really trying to call anybody out here, but I know what dealers are doing. I know how they're pricing things around my area and all that stuff. But I think this is the dealer who's doing it. So let's go to this new car inventory. Let's find new vehicles. This is a pretty small dealer here in my local town, and they don't sell a ton of new trucks, but they have 203 Chevrolets in stock. That's it. I think I have 200 Silverados in stock. So Silverado 1500, they have 55 of those in stock. We're going to go to, are they only showing 19s here? Oh, that's an 18. So let's see here. Not on their website much. So LT with one LT, let's just click this here. All right, so I'm gonna go to about one of those 48.7 MSRPs. Looks like they don't have a 48.7 MSRP. Here's one really close. All right, so 48.7 MSRP, 48.3. Mine's a 48.7. Mine's 34,497. They've got theirs priced at $35,850 with $12,495 off MSRP. Mine is $13,000, I think, off MSRP. I hate this part of the website. I hate our website, by the way. $14,203 off of that. So here's what to look for. So down here, they have all of their stuff in here. So our prices are plus tax, license, and $229 documentation fee. Not all customers will qualify for the incentives. Prices may not reflect dealer installed accessories. Please see dealer for details and final pricing. Price includes $2,000 Silverado incremental customer cash. This is the same thing as right here, this package bonus cash. That's what that is right there. So Silverado, $1,500 incremental customer cash. General Motors customer cash program, $1,250. That is this one right here. And then the customer bonus cash of $1,500 for down payment assistance. That's this one here. And then they have a $500 GM Costco member bonus cash program in there that most people don't qualify for. And this $500 does not go with the employee pricing for everyone. So this dealership here, again, I'm not trying to call them out. I can't blur out their name because I'm doing it live, but it is what it is. But you do not get this $500. You have to be a member of Costco, and it does not coincide with the employee pricing for everyone program. So they have already raised in their price by $500. So now you're paying $36,000 to four? Yeah, $350. So thanks for the math, baby. And then down here, they have $2,000 lease loyalty. So this is for somebody who comes in with a lease, a General Motors lease, that buys another car from them. The lease penetration in Louisville, Kentucky is extremely low. So again, this is something very unlikely. So we're already at $36,350. So now you are at $38,350. You can walk into my dealership right now and pay this price right here. When you walk into this dealership, you're going to have to raise your price, and you're going to have to argue with them. You're going to have to try to do everything you can to get this price, and most likely you're going to do one of two things. You're going to conform to what they were saying and what they're doing on their pricing, or you're going to pay a higher price. Or you're going to pay a higher price, or you're going to walk out, is what I meant to say. You're going to conform to what they're doing and pay a higher price, or you're going to walk out frustrated and go to the next dealership. So that's kind of some of the things to look for on dealerships' websites pricing, is stuff like that. And I've been wanting to do a video like that for a while. It's just a matter of doing all the blurring out and stuff like that and whatnot. So
That was a really long talk.
I know. I do that from time to time.
You think?
Yeah. They just have to be with it for a few minutes. You gotta live with it. I gotta live with it.
I have to listen to this stuff, these videos, everything, day in and day out. I mean, when he's editing, I'm listening to this crap probably 100 times.
You want to have a rant session with him about what I do?
Which is why I don't watch your videos.
Because you watch them, hear them all the time. So, high MHP, the average price to ship vehicles out of state, Bachmann Z700 price is about $3,000 less here in Texas. So what I do is I use a broker to ship all my cars. And I typically like to ship new cars enclosed because, I'm all about the delivery experience. I'm all about you getting your vehicle. So basically when you get it, you can sit there and drive it and not have to wash it, especially this time of year. But I'm looking at my broker's price right now, and I'll tell you, I'm gonna put Houston, Texas, because Houston, Texas is probably the furthest really of anything out there, so it'll put me the farthest in the state. I mean, if you're down in Galveston or something, it's not going to change much. But if I shipped a Silverado crew cab to Houston, Texas, the cost would be, it's clicking, about, $1,600. So $1,600 enclosed. If we did open transport, it would be $340 less on that. So so you would still save $1,600, right? $1,500 by buying from me rather than buying from one in Texas, even with the shipping incurred. So So it just depends on the vehicle. If I'm going to California on a truck like that, probably $2,500. If I'm going to California in a Corvette, about $2,000. So Houston, I have a lot. You see, I used Houston, Texas, because Mike Davenport, nice. So that is not me, by the way, commenting. This is a customer named Mike Davenport here in Louisville, Kentucky. Thanks, Mike. I sell a lot of people in Houston, Texas. It's really weird. So, oh look, Mrs. Chevy. You're the Mrs. Chevy. I'm gonna get you a name tag that says Mrs. Chevy Dude.
Hey, yeah.
I like that name. I don't think I've ever heard anybody call you that. Have you been called that before?
No, but I go Twitter. I'm Chevy Dude wife or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
I don't get on Twitter.
So do a video on employee pricing. I'm gonna do that. Somebody, you might have been the one that mentioned that. I screenshotted it, but I'll do one on that. I'm gonna let the employee pricing get done first. Is there an average price to ship vehicles out of the state? Yep, I just answered that. Just answered my question about going to Cal. Thanks. There you go. So yeah, Cal, like a Corvette's probably real close to $2,500 now. I just shipped one there, and I used to get them to go to Cali for like $1,800, but they've been all raising the prices up there to do it. So your opinion on no haggle dealers? Well, I'm pretty much a no haggle dealer, so I like it, providing that no haggle dealer is doing the right thing. So if a dealer says, "Hey, listen, I don't haggle," or "This is the best price," you have a decision at that point. You have one or two things. You're like, "Okay, I'll buy it," or "Okay, see you later." So I'll tell everybody, and I'm gonna contradict myself by saying this, but I tell everybody that I don't haggle. But literally, like if you're like, "Mike, give me $100 off, and I'll buy right now." I'm not gonna lose a deal over $100. I'm not gonna sit there and I don't know what's the way to say it. I'm not gonna be egotistical or narcissistic or just like full of myself and say, "Nope, you're paying that $100." It's $100. It doesn't kill you. It doesn't kill me. I get that, but I just do it just to make it happen and be done with it. It's easier to get it done with $100 than it is to sit there and argue about it. So, but yeah, so that's it. Pam C. I wonder if that's Pam from California. So, do you think the Jeep Gladiator will eat into truck market? Nope. I think it's a niche market. It's not gonna affect us. Your opinion on no haggle dealers just mentioned. I'm getting a new car delivered to me on a truck. Is there anything I should do or need to do? Nope. Enjoy it. Have it. Watch it. Give it off. Film it. Put it on Facebook. Share your experience with people. If it's a good experience, go write a review for that dealer. Unless it's Carvana. Don't buy cars from Carvana. Please don't buy cars from Carvana.
Why not? They have a really cool display.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome. We're not going to make it 20 years. Okay. The Carvana is run by criminals. Do the research. Google Carvana owner felony or something like that. I think if you do it. So, will you ship used? Yeah, I ship used all the time. So I shipped a used Camaro. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I shipped a used Camaro to upstate New York, up to. Do you remember what city that was? Way up there. It's on the.
No, because you have too many.
Oh, Tonawanda. No. I shipped it to just outside of Tonawanda, New York, because the guy is a police officer for Tonawanda, and man, I was so scared. He may be watching. I was so scared to sell that car because it's a used Camaro with 70,000 miles, and every 70,000 mile car, every 50,000 mile car is going to have some type of blemish somewhere. And I did everything I could to make sure that I showed him everything. I literally was trying to get him to tell me no, he didn't want the car, rather than him telling me yes. So I showed every little scratch on that car. It was like a 15-20 minute video. And, if he told me no, I'd be like, okay, no problem. I did not want him to tell me no when that car was in New York. Do not want to run into that situation at all. So if you buy a used car from me, you better believe that you're getting a long video and it's going on. Now, if it's a used car with 1,000 miles on it, like the Z06 I just had, I represent that car real quick, real easy, that's something that doesn't need a 20-minute video because it's 1,000 miles Z06. But if it's something like that I just explained, you better believe that I'm doing it. What do you think about the 2020 HD Silverados? Love them. Think they're awesome. Mirrors are goofy looking, but they're they're finding some effects with the mirrors the way they're mounting them, and that's why they're doing it. I've been meaning to do a video on that, but my transport guy Russell, I was gonna have him hook his trailer up to a Silverado and do a video on pulling, and we haven't done it yet. I've been trying to do that for probably 6 months. I'd like to share. Yep. Do you think the Jeep Gladiator? I think I got all these questions. Sorry if I missed any questions earlier. But the 10 Series was a pickup. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. What's the new 3.0 liter inline V6 diesel we offered Trail Boss? I don't know. I like to know. They don't tell me anything. So it'd be nice to know if if the that diesel is going to come out. So, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. This 2 hours and 5 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Didn't really do what I thought I was going to do. It's definitely trial and error. Everything on social media is trial and error, and I have nobody to call, nobody to ask and say, "How did you do this?" There's nobody in the automotive industry doing what I do. There's nobody in the automotive industry doing social media like I do. It's really interesting and it's really fun, so I figured I would try this. I told my wife, it's like, if I can get 1,000 views, 1,000 new subscribers an hour, I'll stay on for 4 hours. I haven't gotten 200, I think. So, but it is what it is.
I was gonna say, I don't even know.
So, but it's
maybe 100.
Yeah, it's trial and error for me, and I'm okay. And I'm okay with that. Because I never know what's going to happen. I never know what video is going to do this. I never know what video is going to do that. So I usually have a pretty good idea what my videos are going to do, but yeah, it's trial and error. I figure if I go live for a couple hours, but I did all this work. So I said this earlier. This right here. I'm looking backwards. Everything's inverted. This here,
this here,
this here,
that.
this here, this here. This all took me 5 hours to do. Woo! Don, thanks for subscribing. It took me 5 hours to do. So I really like this setup. I think it's really, really cool. I had this the reason it took me 5 hours to do is because it didn't take me 5 hours to put this stuff up there. It took me 5 hours to do because I was playing with colors. I was playing with the way I liked it to look. I was doing red and blue because everything is red and blue in my life. Logos red and blue and stuff like that. So I was doing so much stuff. I had this. Come on. Oops. Come on. I had this down here like this at one point. I'll show you. I had that down there like that. I really didn't like that, so I put it back up here to where it was. I just had different things everywhere, and I just toyed with it and getting the what you just saw down here pop up. I can make this happen with my service that I'm using. So I'll sit here and test Super Chat. So this isn't a real donation right here. So getting those to display right inside that box perfectly was a task in itself. And again, I don't really have anybody who's doing this stuff, so it's all new to me. So I look forward to it. When in doubt, call Street Speed 717. He doesn't do any of this stuff. I love Mike. Mike's an awesome guy. But he just makes videos about him doing goofy stuff and having fun and whatnot. So, Dusty, thanks. I'm glad they told you. So Dusty's a member of the channel. I need to do more members of the stuff for you guys members paying for it. So that's definitely something I'm gonna do. 19. Get more and more member stuff.
I'll keep on him for that.
She will. I don't want to waste your money. So I look at that $5 that you spend every month on the membership. I look at it as wow, I can't believe they're doing this. So I'll definitely make sure you get your money's worth back on it. Do you go to new car school? Yes. So I would assume that you said new car school. I saw it before you took it back, Dan. I saw it before you took it back. So new car school. The way I say yes, I do is basically, basically sitting there saying, going to do training and stuff like that. That's what I do. So yes, Diablo Fred, I am still going to get the tattoo.
Me too. But not your tattoo.
We get matching tattoos.
No.
So, but no, I'm definitely gonna get the tattoo. I think it's cool idea. I've had this idea for 3 or 4 months now. I've thought about it for 3 or 4 months. It's not something I'm just gonna do and decide to do it all of a sudden. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. It's gonna be really cool and whatnot. So, see the what is this doing? Oh, there we go. That was down for some reason. So, but yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do the tattoo and I'll video it and stuff like that and all that good stuff. So, but I think I'm gonna be done. Matthew, appreciate it. I love entertaining people. You know, I always talk about who gets paid more, teachers or entertainers. So teachers definitely should be paid more. But I do not have any tattoos now. So thanks, Nathan. So I told everybody, if you Matt, thanks for the 5. So I told everybody that if I hit 100,000 subscribers by December 31st, yesterday, that I would get a tattoo commemorating that feat. Well, what I didn't tell anybody, I was going to do it anyways, but I really set out a goal at the beginning of the year, back in February, that I wanted 100,000 subscribers. I thought that goal was so far off. I didn't think that I could achieve it. And I always try to make goals that are not easily obtainable, right? So I think that making easily attainable goals is a cop-out and doesn't allow you to push yourself to do better. It just allows you to push yourself just enough. So when I came out, I had just at 20,000 subscribers February of last year, and I said, I want 50. And then the Mike Davenport head started thinking, I'm like, no. I'm going to do 100. I wrote it down. I'm going to get 100,000 subscribers. And I stuck to it all year. And I can't believe that I'm sitting at 96,494 right now. I just cannot believe it. And it's just amazing. And Darren, thanks for subbing. So as soon as I hit that 100,000, I'm doing it 100%.
Yeah, but not before.
But not before. You got to do it. It's just the way I operate. I'm not like, how would you say it? I mean, I'm like, I want the award. If there's an award coming to me, I want it when it comes to me, right? I don't want it early.
You want to earn it.
I want to earn it. So last year, this is prime example, right? Last year, or I should say 2017. 2017, if I would have hit 2,000 cars before the end of 2017, my name would have been on a trophy and part of a club that's very exclusive in my dealership. I didn't hit it. I hit it on January 4th, I think, or January 5th.
Something.
January 4th or January 5th.
2018.
Of 2018. So I had to wait all year to get recognized at this company's Christmas party this year. And I was okay with that. Everybody else was like, man, it must suck. No. You know what? I didn't earn it. And, and it just makes me work harder and harder. So, and whatnot. So 250K by 2020. Yeah, one of my goals, somebody asked me, Dusty, somebody asked me earlier on my goals, and I didn't tell them this one, but I'll tell you guys that are still on here. So one of my goals is to double my subscribers before I physically receive my silver play button from YouTube. So that's my goal. It's like to double my subscribers before I get my silver play button.
So what's your silver play button?
Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh, okay. So silver play. So there's play buttons for different levels of the YouTube subscribers, and the first play button you get is at 100,000 subscribers. So it's basically just a little silver icon. It's a YouTube play button in a frame about this big. Have you ever seen? You've been in Nick's house, right?
Yeah, but I don't.
You
I
haven't
never
seen
saw
it. It's on his wall, covered in burnt rubber because he did a burnout on it. Did a burnout next to it.
Oh.
Yeah. Now you got it.
I don't remember
It's right above his computer.
Didn't he do a video or something on it?
Yeah.
I probably watched that video.
Yeah. Oh, but you watch his, but you don't watch mine.
No comment.
So that's my goal, is before I get my silver play button, to double my subscriber base and whatnot, and that's going to be a tough goal. So I've got to do a lot of work to get that. That's something that's all on me. I don't ever put anybody else out to blame. I don't ever say you should have done this, you should have done that, as in pointing fingers, you, not you this way. And I'm usually really quick on saying, the first person to complain to is the person staring you back in the mirror. So yeah, I'm real big on that, and I think it's it'll come when it comes. I bought a Silverado in April of 18, and I really like the new ones. How much negative am I going to be, and should I wait to bite the bullet? Well, I can't answer how much negative that you have, but if you bought a traditional LT Z71 crew cab truck that stickers for around 48 grand. I'm selling them right now for 34. So it's probably, and if it's got, say if it's got 12,000 miles on it, 12, 10, 12, 15,000. It all doesn't matter. You're probably looking at that vehicle to be trade-in value 28, 29, maybe 30. I think 30 is a stretch. And somebody asked you earlier, is like, how do you evaluate vehicles that aren't in front of you? Because I see this stuff every day, and I can kind of get a good gauge on it. But I would think that it's probably worth somewhere 28 or 29,000 would be my number. Maybe, I don't think less than that.
In other words, wait.
Yeah, wait. I mean, come up with the cash. You can always take it to the bank that I'm going to tell you straight up. And you may not like the answer, but I promise you 100% you're getting a truthful answer, and you're getting an answer that should be dead on in accuracy and not not a salesman's pitch. I'm a salesman. I get it. Everybody in this world is a salesperson, but it is what it is. Do an Apple Watch giveaway to new subscribers during a live chat. Thought about that. I want to give away a car. That's a goal. Is I want to be able to give away a car. I want to do a couple things. I want to give away a car to somebody who just wins it, and I want to get to the point where I can give away a car to a needy family and like do it once a month. Like literally get to the point where I buy a car for a needy family who needs it. That I work with, maybe a church or several churches, and like who needs a car, who's got medical issues, who's old, whatever, who's down on their luck, whose parent passed away, something that's true and
true need.
Yeah, a true need, not just somebody who says I want a car, but like that's my goal, is to make enough money where I can give away one car every single month to someone who needs it. And if it's a $4,000 car, it's a $4,000 car. If it's a $20,000 car, it's a $20,000 car. But that's something I want to do. That's something I'm going to work on this year is doing that. Thank you. I guess I was just going to have to wait.
Somebody had a question about the ride comfort difference between a Stingray and a Grand Sport.
So there is a little bit of a ride difference because your Grand Sport's got standard magnetic ride control. The Z51 vehicle is going to ride a little rough. Would you agree? Okay.
I mean, yeah. I'm quite comfortable in ours.
I'm comfortable too. So I don't see a huge difference between the two, but
I don't think I've driven. Well, I've only driven ours. I haven't driven another.
But driving the Camaro, and this might be a little bit different, driving a Camaro with magnetic ride control and driving a Camaro without, wow, what a difference. I'll never own a Camaro without magnetic ride control.
Does yours have it?
Yes. So yeah.
Your car's still sometimes rough.
Yes. So, well, I noticed that a big difference between the Gen 5 and Gen 6. Getting back into the Gen 5 driving it, oh my God, was that thing horrible. But just horrible on a ride.
Mm-hmm.
So
your car's horrible on a ride too.
So that's your biggest difference, is just the difference in suspension. And but they're really, really similar. There's not much difference. Bubba's vacuums. What schooling do you need to become a salesman? You don't need any schooling. You can be a high school dropout. I mean, you just
get hired somewhere.
Yeah. Show them that you want to work. Show them that you want to make money. Show them that you want to make them money. That's all you got to do. Do it ethically. Do it responsibly. Just it's hard to do it ethically sometimes. I'm very fortunate. I work for a family and a group that allows me to do it ethically. They've never came to me one time and said, hey, you need to take that video down, or you can't say this, or you can't do that. I've never had that happen. But they just know that I do it, and they do it right. Happy New Year, Curtis. Thank you. Love your channel. Trying to make a deal. A new car, upside down. Upside, how hard would that be? Upside down is all dependent on the bank. If you got 10 grand negative equity, you're probably gonna need 7 grand down. If you got 3 grand negative equity, you may be able to not put any money down. But in reality, even though I talk a lot about putting money down, in reality, most people don't put money down. Any good lease deals come in the 19s between Equinox Tahoe or for Tahoe, but it's for my wife, and she says it's too big. So is that should I say it? Is that what she says? Because that is what she said. It's too big.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, there's so many comments that can be made right now.
So, a Tahoe, $1,100 lease payment every single month, unless you wait. Corvette and ship the Lincolnfelder before we buy it. I do that all the time, Dan. I ship the Lincolnfelder all the time. I literally Ken Lingenfelder is a personal friend of mine, and I don't want to show his phone number on there, but there's Ken Lingenfelder's phone number, and you can see there is a phone number in there. Whoops, FaceTime him. Oh crap!
Stop
I can't stop it.
Just
okay. I can't look. My phone's like. Oh, hey, Ken. I accidentally hit FaceTime because I'm on. Oh, you're in Florida, you booger. I can see the palm trees behind you. Oh wait, where are you?
We're California.
California. I'll say it's daylight out too. I was just on a live stream and somebody's sitting here asking about shipping a car to you, and I said, "Oh yeah, I talk to Ken all the time," and I accidentally hit FaceTime when I was showing your contact in my phone.
You still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
Okay. Phone reception at this house isn't the best for Verizon, so
No problem.
anyway. But
Yeah, sorry about the calling you.
You there?
Yep, you enjoy your day in California, buddy.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
All right, Happy New Year. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye.
Maybe.
So there you go. I just FaceTimed him by accident. So, yeah, I ship cars to Ken all the time. He's awesome dude. Yeah, I saw palm trees behind him and I was like, wait, it's not daylight out. He's in California. It's 5 o'clock there. But let's go to Florida and rent a slingshot so I can rip it again. Yeah. So, but Ben, thanks for the sub. All right, so I've said this a couple times. I need to get off. 2.5 hours. I really love it. Added a couple hundred subscribers. I was saying it earlier, it's all trial and error. The Chevy Traverse is awesome. You guys should get them. Traverse, the new Traverse, 19 and up, or 18 and up. Love it. For instance,
only need 3 more to get to 96.5.
I know. So she said she was calling it 20 minutes later, still babbling. In the magnetic area control, the 16 Corvette Stingrays using more 30. Hey, everybody's saying, oh, I need to block that guy, Joe Warner, block that guy.
Oh yeah. Who likes him?
So the magnetic ride control, everybody is saying it's worth the upgrade. So I don't have, my Corvette doesn't have magnetic ride control on it, but everybody is saying that it's worth it. So yeah, I'm almost there, Joe. So Joe works with me. Joe's the guy who we had to stack the luggage on top of him on the slingshot since somebody just brought up the slingshot. Happy New Year to you, Dusty.
Look,
what Chevrolet vehicle?
810 Bradley just subscribed.
Yay!
So
oh wait,
no, over there it says 497. No, what?
No, this is live. This is delayed.
That means
So
people are.
It's Joe Warner.
Joe
Warner. It's Joe Warner. He loves to do this. Look, he's subscribing and unsubscribing. Joe, I'm gonna give your phone number out, and I'm gonna have all these people call you. So
what's his snap cut?
Yeah. Oh my God! I put a snap. He's subscribing and unsubscribing that booger. See. So he sits at my desk. I have this live thing on my desk, and he sits there and will go up and unsubscribe. So watch it go down and resubscribe. He's funny, but oh my gosh, so funny. But I hope you're feeling better today, Joe, too. So anyways, I'm getting off. 2.5 hours. I really appreciate you guys all being here. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave this live, so if you want to watch it again, I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to let it render, see how long it takes to render. It shouldn't take too long, few hours probably. But really appreciate everybody being on here. I hope you guys have a great evening. Happy New Year. And as always,